lap first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old leads them through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Dowling. Navarone was flying up the front all evening as well. Faze there, Katakazinas.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Bolton and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it. Him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, people out in YouTube land, then drivers that are going to be watching this back later on. Welcome to the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship Round 7 at the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, or Mose Park as some people call it. But tell you what, this place is going to be an absolute cracker. We have got some spectacular track out here out of Ontario, Canada, Toronto, 3.957 kilometres of some very, very fast corners, some different undulation coming from the top to the bottom, a lot of challenging bits and pieces for the drivers, but also a lot of fun. We're going to come through here with me and Biggles. We're going to have an absolute ball tonight, and we're going to go through the ladder and who is where and where the points are at to let you peeps know what's going on in the world with these boys from Pro-Ams, AMs, and Pros. We're going to start with the overall standings to give you guys a bit of a snapshot of where we are at for the Australian Open Wheel Nationals, which will be on the 24th September, a Wednesday night. There will be the FDL League, the Gentlemen Sim Racing League, SRW, all competing for the Australian Open Wheel National teams. You can see at the moment for the overall standings for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship is Marcus Watson on 757 points after the drop round, followed by Dougie Gowans from Full Throttle Racing at 745 points. Darren Fahey from DFR with 713, 44 points behind Dougie Gowans. Very, very close indeed. The highest Pro-Am at this point is Thomasina from SLM Academy at 688 points. In 5th place, Nathan Varney from the Pace Syndicate on 669. Not much between them at all. Jason Depp from Velocity Racing Team in 6th. In 7th, Mitchie Noble from Apex Esports League, who has been getting better and better as the weeks go on. In the 8th place, Alex Tzazikis from Murray Performance at 644 points. Ryan Cox from Sideways Esports on 637. In 10th place, Matt Cesario from Velocity Racing Team at 630 points. 11th Pro is Nicholas Martin, Get a Grip on 618. 12th, Timothy Schmellenberg on 612 points. And 13th, on the cusp, Jamie Davis from Project 36 on 591 points. Some lethal points that he got last week have got him right over that cusp. On the edge, just hit a tottering, just there, a few points behind, is Tyler Sheaf from SLM Academy on 555 points. And then the highest AM at this point, Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports, is there ready to rock. Here we got a bit of a glimpse of the rest of the field. You can see Andy Martin is second for the AMs, all the way down to Brendan Levin Pro-Am. Danny Davidson is up and down a little bit. He's had a few tracks missing that he hasn't raced. Sinkiewicz, Proctor, Kurt, Kevin Wakefield, Keegan Caldwell, Callum Hodgkinson, who have got themselves in all sorts of gear and not sitting too high up at the moment. Chris Tomlin, Greg Barber showing some amazing pace when he's out there, and then when his gear doesn't crash as well, it gets him off track. Brad Hudson, one of our admins, is having a bit of an up and down season, sitting in 27th place. Lachlan J, Greg Johnson, Lukey Crum. There's the rest of the standings for you. I'll rush through. Joshy King, Ryan Mueller, Stevie Daniels, Matty Fu, Callum Rosenator, Peter Pavlich, Willem Morgan, Josh Horton, Brent Wassell, John Gallen, Stevie Banks, Ray Oliver, Jacob Lucas, Brad Anderson, and Andrew Cowan. That brings us all up to date, and we are ready to go. We have a few little peeps that we've got here for you guys. The track out there is going to be fuel capacity of 47%. Looking at about a fuel burn of 1.1 litres per lap. We're looking at about a race length of about 18 laps for the 20 minutes. Pit window, there is none. With drops applied, we've gone through all these ladders of where's who and zoo, but milestones and records. 150 plus races tonight by Dean Sinkiewicz. He's currently sitting on 149. Needs to complete tonight to get his the 150s. Timothy Smellenberg is on 98, so he should hit 100 tonight as well. And after tonight's, we'll have Nicholas Martin and Andrew Cowan sitting on 50 plus. Motorsport Park, we have been out here 3 times, 6 races, season 3, 22, season 3, 23, season 3, 24. We are a season 3 out here. Winners, Vela twice, Matty Jones once, Darren Fahey, De Bono and Pocock once each. Fastest lap tonight, and keep an eye on it. It's a 1:10.341 by Dylan De Bono. So that is one of our targets tonight, to see if our drivers will get there and get amongst it. Biggles, welcome to the room. I'm flapping my gums way too much, mate. And how are you, and what's your predictions for tonight, mate?
Wow, it's actually going to be pretty good. Brandon just goes up into P3. It's going to be pretty tight between those top two, Dougie and Marcus Watson. Look at that, 87 thousandths of a second separates between those two. They're exchanging fastest laps like Christmas cards earlier here at the moment, as you're seeing a couple of drivers go off the track there. So welcome everybody, of course. Looking forward to this one. Only a handful of points actually separate a couple of drivers' course in the pros as well too. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Crunch time in the season, and you see a little foggy conditions, a little cloudy, with no chance of meatballs. A chance tonight of some fantastic racing here in Canada.
Yeah. Well, the pros and the pro-ams are very, very close. We're looking at about 50 points. 55 points that brings them up from top spot to third spot, and in the pro-ams even closer again. We're looking at 40 points between Cinnavani and Depp, so that it could go anywhere. AMs are a bit more spread out. They've got about 70 points between them, but should be spectacular as we go. And we are at the 7-minute mark of qualies, and the boys are already fanging it like crazy out there.
Yeah, you can pick your driver to go on board with, because I know you've got a little preparation we had in the green room there about how to drive your way around Canada here, my friend. So I guess
this is in no way at all my skill level, but the tricks of the trade here is entering wide here and then coming back in for this apex, making sure they use all the track. Curbs are very important on this track. They need to maintain and use them as much as possible so they can get themselves going around these corners. We've got the guys coming down now. This is the back straight at the moment, so we're nowhere near where I was thinking we were, but every bit of track is going to be vital, especially the exits that we get out of here out of turn 5 and turn 10. They've got to get the grip down early, use as much track as possible, not being too aggressive on the apexes, just enough to use them like a bit of camber. So we're going to go out here, we're going to come through, hold it out tight to the right side, ride the curb as much as possible, go as wide as possible, coming out to the right here, opening it up, and then coming in tight and holding it all the way through, using as much track as possible. Who are we in the car with? We're with
Marcus Watson.
Marcus Watson. Marcus Watson opens it up again, getting it down flat through here. Every time he's not using as much of the track as I expected him to, but he is still warming it through up here wide, going right onto the camber as much as possible, touching it just a little bit. Beautifully done, touching that camber. The best place to be is on that camber on the left-hand side, so you can slingshot out of there, get as much grip as you can coming down this main straight. The toe here is huge. We've got 2 really big areas for the toe as we're coming down the hill and across here, so you've got to really watch it. The braking zones are got to be spit perfect. Get it in there as tight as you can. Hit that second. That's it. Hit late apexes as you can. Hitting late apexes here is going to give you the fastest go. So here, see, he's not hitting it early. He's hitting it as he's coming out. Stay off the dirt and stay clean. This is going to be the biggest thing tonight all the way through. One thing we're going to be watching is some of the overtaking. This draft is going to be spectacular.
Yeah, it does not improve, unfortunately. So it's still 87 thousandths of a second there. Ryan Cox does. But then so does Thomas as well, too. Thomas is really secure in that Pro AM position currently at the moment for the 720 machine, as he is 3rd overall, mixing it with the pro guys for sure, and making sure he's separating himself by about 2/10 to 3/10 to Jason that he wants to beat, of course, and then looking at Matthew all the way back there at P10. That's the best of the rest in the AM class. So mighty times going in there. Half a second down from those two, as I mentioned. It's going to be the Dougie and Marcus Watson show, unless somebody else can find that pace, but let's see in the dying stages of the qualifying. We know probably one of those 2 drivers are going to be on the front row. Some drivers just getting completely out of the way there on their out laps or in laps. And let us know too in the chat, really well. Anybody in particular you want us to kind of like have a quick geezer at, we will have a look at. But for now, we're
So
definitely
ready, we're ready for what, Tell you what, Gowan's another one, 110.01035. These boys are going to fight it out to the very end. Cox will get up there. Barb's got the pace as well. But we're looking at some boys out there that have really developed their pace through the season. Brandon Levin, we've seen some really good pace out of as well. Is he out there tonight? He is. He's sitting on 8th at the moment.
Yep.
Callum Rosinator, he's definitely got some pace in him as well when he gets the track. This track is very important to get the flow on. Getting smooth exits and getting smooth inputs into the car. Not being too aggressive on the curves because the track is bumpy as well, so it adds to the bump. And looking after that. Oh, Groggy Barber, 3 greens coming through.
Yes, good.
Got himself the 3rd. Well done. Nate Varney's on a bit of a cracker there. Where's he going to pop up at? He's got himself on the 10th place. So good work there by Barbs. I haven't had a chance to look at the race format for tonight. It's a 20 minutes. It's a, what is it? It's worth 3. I did have it in my notes, but I can't find it at the moment. But track temperature is looking pretty good too.
Yeah,
not too hot.
This is the usual
27. It looks like
yeah,
right on the dime.
Yeah, it's good now. I'm just wondering why we've got some drivers not improving, but we are seeing some improvements out there. We're seeing currently at the moment from Mitch Noble is setting probably his very fastest lap so far.
We have got some hot news, mate. Sorry to get over the top
go
of
ahead,
you.
mate.
Dougie Gowans has just got himself a penalty, a pit lane start for impeding. He will be starting from the pit. We'll confirm that in a second with the notes from the RC, but I just did hear that coming over the speaker. That's going to be some mega points up for grabs. Dougie Gowans has got a lot of work to do tonight, mate.
Yeah, that's huge. So, going to feel like a Ferrari, isn't he, going into Monza for the Formula 1?
It's going to be crazy, mate. He has got a hell of a lot of work to do, mate. That not just a little bit, but a hell of a lot of work to do.
It should. If you're a team engineer or whatever, you'd be sitting there going, mate, all right, it's a challenge for you. You've got the pace. You're the fastest man currently at the moment out on qualifying. Only by 88 thousandths of a second, as Marcus Watson will improve a little bit in that final sector, but not quite enough at this point. It gets down to 39 thousandths of a second right now. But it'll be the challenge, as you mentioned, and that's a good sign of good drivers, of course, are the ones that just get their head down there and they just fight their way through the field there and maximise the points that they can from damage limitation.
Lucky. He's very lucky because tonight's a super sprint, 3 lots of 20. So we're going to see the first heat come down, then a reverse top 10 for heat 2, and then reverse top 5 for heat 3. So Dougie Gowans is very lucky. It's not all over Red Rover for him tonight. He just needs to get himself all the way up to 10th place. And with the amount of cars on track tonight, it's not going to be an easy shot either.
Well, I was going to say, if it was a NASCAR race that I did earlier today, with what I was telling you in the green room, like 24 cautions, yeah, anything could be possible. But we're not going to have 24 cautions tonight, I can guarantee that one. But I can see a little bit of the cloudy. We're up in the clouds, of course, with the blimp cam. So at some point, I might have to avoid using that a little bit tonight. Otherwise, you'll be sitting there going, "Well,
that's like pea soup, mate."
Yeah.
Oh, Coxie's on a green. Callum Hodgkinson as well. Well, what are we going with? We need a 110. Oh, we've already broken the record. Dougie's got, look at that. Top 3 drivers have already broken their last record by Dylan DeBono. 110.288. The track time before, the record time was a 110.341. So that's pretty fast. These boys are pulling it out nicely.
Winnie Wolf says he's expecting, I can see a lot of penalties tonight. It's very possible. You can see currently at the moment some penalties, well, they're not being applied, but that's just pit lane violations and stuff like that. And that is it. Yes, exactly, my friend. So
top 5 have broken the lap record. Top 5 have broken the lap record. That is amazing. These guys are going for it like crazy tonight. This is going to be spectacular, mate. I'm really pumped for this.
Here's the starting grid.
Yep. Here we go. So Dougie will be starting from the pit. He will be working his way through the grid. But ladies and gentlemen, we have got Marcus Watson on the front on his own, getting to start that off. Greggy Barber's got himself the 3rd place from One Performance Racing Thomas Cena, the young fella, has got himself all the way to 4 for the Pro-Ams. Having an absolute cracker. Ryan Cox into 5th. Jason Depp into 6th from Velocity Racing Team. Alex Sazikas from Murray Performance in 7th, beside Brandon Levin from excuse me, Team SRW Motorsports on row 4. Row 5, we've got Mitchy Noble from Apex Esport in 9th position. 10th position, Callum Rosenatter, Velocity Racing Team. For row what's that, 6? Yeah, row 6. Doesn't matter what row, they're there. Nathan Varney from 11th position, Callum Hodgkinson in 12th for Blackout OPR. Matty Few from Apex Esports League in 13th place. 14th place, Matt Tasario from Velocity Racing Team. Jamie Davis in 15th place from Project 36. In 16th place, Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports. In 17th place, Nicky Martin from Get a Grip. In 18th place, Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. In 19th place, Tyler Sheep from SLM Academy. And 20th place, Lachlan J from InvestWise Sim Sports. Bradley Hudson in 21st place for JWM Sim Sports. Kevin Wakefield from Kevstar Racing in 22nd. Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports in 23rd. 24th is Andy Martin from Get a Grip. Here we are for the last few that are on this track. I think Biggles is falling asleep on me.
Oh, no.
Here he is. And the last few that we have on there is Dean Sick of the 25th place from Team SRW Motorsports. Kurt Heath from Apex Esports in 26th. 27th, Andrew Proctor from SLM Academy. 28th, Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. Greggy Johnson, 29th from Red Energy Racing. And our race director tonight is Matty Keane. Our safety car driver is Stephanie Piccoli.
Good job getting through that stacked grid, of course. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to pan out currently at the moment with that penalty lurking in the background for our first heat race. But the beauty of it, as you mentioned, those multiple heats give the opportunity for Dougie to fight his mate Marcus Watson.
He does.
Remember too, those two are separated by just 12 points in the championship as well.
It's going to be crazy. We're getting ready to start. We're nearly there. The timer has hit the 3-minute mark, so we're not too far off. Have a look at this grid, ladies and gentlemen. The lights are going. MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights Championship, and the guys for round 7 are off. They go. Everyone gets a fantastic start. Marcus Watson and Greggy Barber, without Dougie Gowans in the way, have done a spectacular job getting out of there and getting out of there smooth. Everyone is falling in place very, very quickly and very, very clean. Pit lane is open, so Dougie Gowans is free to race. He was probably hoping that there was going to be a bit of a catastrophe in front so he could catch up the field. But Marcus Watson is straight away out there with 2/10, 3/10 of Greggy Barber, followed by Ryan Cox. A little bit of dust in the background, but everyone's got out of there through. Few cars going too wide. Looks like there's Jason Depp and Cena having a bit of a look at each other as they're coming down the bottom of the hill. They're coming to the tight right-hander. It's like a bit of a double apex, but they've got the curb and they're all the way through. Let's see what the draft does for lap 1 and see how these boys handle it. A few boys going too wide down the back in the AMs, but everyone is putting the pressure on. Here we go. We're going to have a bit of a tip. Ryan Cox is having a look on Greggy Barber. He's got the outside line. He makes sure that he gets overlap. He's done extremely well. Barbs has come through. Ryan is going back to fight for another day. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've completed round 7, lap 1 of our super sprint race tonight, heat 1. And the boys are already setting a light everywhere you can see. It is all the way down to 27th. Everyone is literally 2 to 4 tenths apart.
Oh, it looks like Tyler Sheep's gone around somewhere. There he is.
Oh, he has.
So
He has.
he's going to be dropping like the 929 stock exchange and to work his way back up through the field there. Jamie Davis has gone off track somewhere at the moment. Kevin Wakefield went off earlier.
Just a wheel
on that
off.
one. So good.
Yeah. He was fighting with Nicky Martin just there on the bottom screen. He just went a little bit off, but he's come across to go through it. Nice little bit of camber on the inside of that corner. We just saw the final corner before the main straight. Good spot to take is nice and close and get as much force down as possible. Brandon Levin now is following through and chasing down Jason Depp. Let's see how powerful this toe is, mate. It is crazy fast.
Yep. That's
he
Ryan
was
Cox.
4/10 behind. Look where he is
Jason in
now.
between them. We're riding on board with Brandon Levin in the main pitches. You can see.
Yeah.
You're going to have to chase through. They go off the racing line. You're going to be sacrificing that. But that's the thing. You're going to have to lift. There's no overtaking on the exit to get ready to start another lap. That could be a good positioning there, right there on the inside currently at the moment. Can Brandon make it stick? I believe he can.
He has done exceptionally well there. There's a bit of an acute run through there. The key is getting the right position coming down the hill as well here, so you don't run off. Once you touch the dirt on the outside of that corner coming down the hill, you can bet your bottom dollar you'll end up in the wall. But I don't know what happened to Jason Depp there. He looks like he maybe slowed down. It's a bit too much because Ryan Cox got right beside him and got around him, and then it just opened the door up for Brandon Levin as well.
Yep, quite a possibility as well. Didn't see any of the little flags that come up on that timing tower that give you indication there's a slowdown. Great battle. These two are starting to build almost a second gap over to Ryan Cox in that P3 position. But Greggy on Marcus. Greg was the fastest man around that last lap. And here we go. He wants to take the lead. This is going to be something that'll put a smile on the face of Dougie Gowans, of course, because he needs to make up some positions. Greg will go through currently at the moment, take the lead. Is that just because Marcus Watson knows that Dougie's back so far? He doesn't have to fight him too much.
Much there, but I'll tell you what, Greggy Barber was it wasn't a gift. He did a 1:09.949. That is a cracking lap. He was 4/10 faster then than Marcus Watson. That was unbelievable. What a lap. That has smacked the record.
Cars 8 and 664, I think, for an early collision have been no further incidents, no further actions required, but we've had
3 cars off at the moment.
Oh, yes.
Yep, Martin, Jamie Davis, and it was someone else, but I can't see who it was. They disappeared for a bit.
Tell you what, look at Dougie's come into as well.
Ryan Cox has gone off. Ryan Cox has gone off. I'm not sure what's happened to here, but he has gone down.
He's gone off somewhere on the track there, yeah.
He's gone down to 8th at the moment, so I'm not sure what's going on there at all.
Reclaiming the lead as well, too. It looks like Marcus Watson might be fighting that one back from Greg side by side. Action everywhere. Jade battle for P3 as well, too. In your pictures there, Brandon, Alex, and Jason all for it too for now. Geez, these drivers are driving like this is the last lap of the season in this championship hunt.
Unfortunately for Nathan Varney, he's been told to enter the pits because his internet is hit the wall.
That's what you see.
So he's got to go in there and try to fix it, unfortunately. Yeah. But this draft is mega fast, mate. It's crazy. Dougie Gowans, Marcus Watson's got around Greggy Barber again while we're watching all that action. And he's coming through. Back of the field, we've got one of the Martins, Nicky Martin and Kevin Wakefield having a bit of a battle as well. Here's the pass on... this is Callum Hodgkinson. How did Callum avoid
he lost it. Wow.
2 cars pirouetted on their own, and Callum Hodgkinson on full pace has managed to get around there. He's got back and not a bad effort. Oh, another one's just gone wide. Who's that? Full Greek
Jamie's
car.
Lost it on his own, I think, as well too. So yeah, that's you go.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Got to go back to.
That's what we're saying. You've just got to. Yeah, it's really important to come through there. It actually, on my note, says to just release a little bit of the acceleration as you get to the crest of the hill, so that you can get the nose down, tap the brake just a touch to get the nose down to get the grip as you're coming around that hill. That was one of the keys. If that makes sense to some of you.
Yeah, might be a switcheroo between these two. We're not going to keep an eye too much on Marcus and Greg all race.
All night,
yeah, because there is still other action. It's very important, of course.
Deppy's off
Jason's
track
around.
as well. Deppy's off. He was sitting beautifully in 3rd place. He's opened up the door for Brandon Levin. Not sure what's happened. I reckon it's down that hill again. Yep, looks like down that hill.
Yeah.
Yep, he's just carried a little bit too much in there. Yep. That is going to be a tough spot all night. You've just got to get the balance right of the car through there. It lifts up the car as you're coming down and dropping in, so you've just got to give the brakes a little bit of tap to bring the nose down and get the pressure onto the front to get the car steering through.
Oh, he's going to get a 2-for-1 special here at the moment. They have Callum.
Yeah,
make it stick around the outside. That's
Rosinator.
Possible.
Yep, that's Rosinator, and he's got on the inside. He's got Alex Salikas.
Oh,
that was close.
Well, Brandon is making sure he's shutting the door on him pretty quickly and saying, all right, mate, you're not going in the racing line. You're going to have to go off the track if you're in the chicane, really.
This is my spot.
Ryan Cox is just behind there. Mitch Noble. This is a great little spot.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he dipped in there again, but he decided to pull it out a bit. He was going to make the move and pulled out, and now again, he goes, Ryan Cox is trying to make his way back through. He's got a lot of pressure on Mitchy Noble there. Looks like he might have Mitchy Noble done here under brakes, but Noble's got the fresh air in front of him, not so much anymore. Let's see how this exit, the draft down this hill is going to be killer. I think avoiding the pass would have been the best idea, what he's done now, and get him down the straight. But it doesn't look like he was close enough as he come around that corner.
Guess who is just a little bit further down from these drivers? Dougie now. Very lucky to avoid that incident before. You saw a couple of cars go off up the road from him. Yeah. He's now looking at taking it to Timothy, and he may very much get the job done on Timothy. Put Dougie up in a P9. How's that for a reverse grid coming your way soon? If he can make this work.
That is a very... Mate, we are only 8 minutes in. He's got time to get up in the top 5. Yep. But this is not the Dougie that delivers the Pizza Hut pizzas, let me tell you. This is the Dougie from Northern Queensland. Serious man trying to get up there for some lethal points. Brandon Levin has got a lot of problems here from Colin Rosinator. Rosinator's putting the pressure on, but Mitchy Noble 2 tenths behind. Ryan Cox 2 tenths behind. That's how close these boys are in the top 5.
Yeah, it's brilliant racing at the moment. Ryan's course down on where he started this race, so he's wanting to fight his way back up after a little off-track excursion. We didn't catch him on the camera. He's 1 down, so he's back. He's almost there. He's going to get past Mitch. He's up 4. Callum's up 4 in P4, P5. There's a little blink as well too. That's not going to help Ryan Cox on his adventure. Might switcheroo for the lead again too between Marcus Watson and Greg. They're going to be at it 2 for now. Can you believe that? Now got a 4-second gap to Brandon in P3. Remember that was Ryan Cox in P3.
Oh, Rosinator's made the pass on Levin. Oh no, Mitch Noble's got in the 3rd place. Yes. What happened then? Looks like Rosinator and Levin had slowed each other down. We might have to go back and have a look at that. But the fight is still on at the moment. Looks like Levin is trying to get it back onto Rosinator. He's got a little bit of a draft coming down here. All 3 of these cars behind this Mitchy Noble at the moment. Got to be careful as they come down the hill, including Mitchy Noble. This is the spot where you've got to be very, very careful. We've seen a lot of cars go through. So they've got Levin and Rosinator. Oh, Mitchy Noble's gone on the inside. Oh, wow, Brandon Levin has pulled out to fight another day. That was a sneaky little move there by Mitchy Noble. The door was opened, and he was lucky that Levin was aware that he was there. Otherwise, it could have got messy. But Levin's taken it off Ryan Cox as well at the moment. So those boys are all about 2 tenths to 3 tenths apart. Having a cracker down the bottom of the screen. The boys are having a bit of fight there as well. We've got Nicky Martin, Brad Hudson, and Ray Oliver fighting for some very tight battles. Car 46 and 75, lap 4 back straight, no further action.
Yeah, this will go by quicker. I'm using a couple of different little cameras that I wouldn't really usually because of the fog that's out there. So, you know, I use my drone camera, my chase camera, of course. Sometimes some people say it looks a little arcadey, but it's a great way to capture the action, actually. Because TV don't do that because they can't have drones to keep up with these cars at speeds.
Oliver's just made the move down the bottom screen on the back of, what's his name? Brad Hudson, sorry. 049956, no further action. Tell you what, that's Mitchy Noble. That was an earlier incident. But Noble is 4 seconds off. Callum Rosinator is putting pressure on him. Ryan Cox has passed Brandon Levin now.
Oh, Thomas is off somewhere. So Dougie's got to be careful. He's coming around now. There he is. He doesn't need to get it in. After battling his way back up, he doesn't need to get in an incident, of course. So what's happened to Thomas? No. Thomas has just had a little moment by himself, it looks like.
Well, someone's got a meatball there.
So in the main pictures, this is what you're going to see what happened to Thomas. You've got live pictures down there on the right-hand side. That's come up the hill, isn't it? That's gone out wide. Hit the kitty litter. No grip out there. Yeah. A lot of marbles forming too, remember, now that we've done a couple of laps. And then I think Doug would be very happy that he arrived at the scene of the crime just in time not to get involved. Because
he was very, very lucky. It was almost like they parted the Red Sea for him.
Yeah.
We've got Schmellenberg, and that was Schmellenberg and Thomasina that you were showing a few seconds ago. But here we've got Mitchy Noble again, getting the pressure from Callan Rosenator. Rosenator is in some pace tonight. He has got some return to form. I haven't seen him this fast and nippy for a while now. It's good to see him at the pointy end.
Yeah, just keep an eye on these. That one.
0.33.
Mitchy in the lead of the Pro AM class, and he's keeping Callum for there. You got Andrew Martin in the lead of the AMs, of course, and then we know at the moment Marcus Watson and Greg have been battling for it too for now. In fact, I was going to say it looks like Ryan Cox is catching up to them, but he's actually not 2 tenths off Marcus Watson at the moment. He's down, trying to battle it out with Callum.
Yeah, we're down the last 7 minutes as well, viewers, for Heat 1 of 3 tonight. Greggy Barger is showing some pace that we've seen him from the last few rounds. We know he's got the pace, but it was the consistency and those small errors that were keeping him, and hardware issues as well. So he's had to contend with all of it. But let's see how he goes with 7 minutes to go. And Marcus Watson putting the pressure on big time. Here we got at the moment Ryan Cox, Callum Rosenator and Mitchy Noble stuck to each other like crazy, like they've got a bit of super glue going on.
Oh, that's all about Callum.
Yeah, Nicky Martin, Ray Oliver.
Yeah. But remember too that Ryan's in a different category too, so Callum doesn't need to put up that much of a fight with him. He's wanting to catch Mitch Noble, so yes, he is.
Callum Rosenator's off track. I'm not sure if there was contact with Levin because their times were pretty much identicals at one point. We'll have to go back and check that out.
Yep, take a look at the top left pictures there on the replay. I'd say either contact. I think he's gone wide, and
he's gone on the grass. So he's got dirty tyres there as well. So that's not going to help him until he gets to the back of the bottom straight.
Yeah, he's lost it there.
Yeah, see that? There you go.
There's contact.
Oh, no. Oh, he had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, Brandon Levin was stuck too close to him at that point. But that was dirty tyres, man. That's all it was.
Yep.
Just dirty tyres.
Very careful, isn't it? You gotta. I mean, you're fighting, but you got to lift off at that point because you got to know, hey, I don't think it's going to commit to it in the corner. Remember, lots more marbles and stuff like that out in the track now as well. Brandon Levin's gone into pit road, obviously with that damage. Just not drivable. Maybe he's been told to park it there by race control as well, so he doesn't happen to spoil anybody else's. Who can take this one? Marcus Watson should capitalise. Well, both these drivers should capitalise on points, no doubt about it. But for him in the championship hunt, no doubt trying to keep himself a few extra crucial points there ahead of Dougie. Dougie now P6. To me, you've got to go for the win.
He's on the bottom screen at the moment, Dougie. Oh, you got him on top now.
Yep.
Look at Mitchy Noble there having a go at Ryan Cox. He's a new man, Mitch. The last few rounds, he's found some new pace. He feels very comfortable, and he's not making the Mitch moves that he has been doing the last few seasons, which is really good to see.
Well, and he's leading.
He's always
and he's leading the Pro Ams as well too. So he wants to remain like that. I mean, he's right at the pace with the pros, running it with the top guns here. And it's going to be probably some of these drivers, of course, in the pros and these other categories, of course, that go, hey, you're not in my fight. Why are you causing pain to me like the Ryan Cox? Because he's allowed to.
Because they're all about every major point you can get. Gives your gap away further from the guy behind you.
I'd have to say Greg fans.
Greg Barbs has dropped down to 4th place. They're not sure what happened then.
Somewhere. This is it here. So sorry for
we
the
did
Barbs
say
fans.
that Greg needs to focus this that dreaded corner again. We need to focus and make sure that he doesn't make his mistake. Yeah, come in too hot. Oh, Marcus Watson was so lucky that he just drifted around him then.
And Tim's had contact as well too.
But that was some major points that Barbs has lost. But here we go. It's moved Mitchy Noble into 2nd place with 3 minutes to go, and Ryan Cox into 3rd place. Barbs, who has got the fastest lap of the 109.811, the current record holder, is having an absolute cracker. But as we said, concentration is key.
Nice little battle there. Ryan Cox still fighting for this position for P2 at the moment. If he wants to try to beat Mitch Noble, it's a fantastic drive from Mitchy, capitalising on that. Up the road right now is Marcus Watson, so what happened to... well, we saw that before, actually, so that's fine. I'm just getting a little confused. It's all good.
You're starting to fade like me, mate. Callum Rosenator is having a great little battle at the back of the field at the moment, down the bottom. When he had his off, he's got Andrew Martin and Lachlan J. Look at Mitchie Noble. Is he going to be able to get it done? We've got about 2 laps or 1 lap to go. Cox is on the outside and Noble's on the inside of the apex. Cox now on the inside as well. He's let Mitchie in front of him. That's not the place to plus. Get really, really close to the bottom hairpin and then take him down the straight if you're going to make the move. Very, very risky at that entry. Here we go. He's got a great run off on Mitch there. Fantastic run. This looks like it could be in danger. Mitch's pressure on as well. Maybe they can both take this corner at top speed. Look at Ryan Cox. He is just edging him out. Mitch is actually trying to block every angle. I think he's overdriving it a little bit at the moment. But doing extremely well. Andrew Martin is in 10th place, mate, up 14 places. And here we go. Coxie, is he going to be able to maintain the pace coming around the hairpin? It's like a double just there. Nice. And, oh, beautiful. He's used the curb. He's got a really good exit out of there. Is he going to be able to maintain the pace through? He is 2/10 on the back of him. Where is he going to now? 1/10. He is going for it. Foot to the floor. He's got the outside line. Mitch is the outside line, but Mitch is also making sure that he works for it. There's overlap still there by a little bit by Mitch. He's just barely holding onto it by his seat. Cox has got it done, but he needs to get it done all the way down the hill now as well. This is the critical point here, making sure you both maintain pace and coming down that left-hander. Mitchie Noble's carried some beautiful pace through. They're side by side again. This is critical times. Mitchie Noble's got the nose ahead. He's got overlap, and he's past him. Another little battle here. Ryan Cox is going to get him on the outside now. He's putting the pressure on again. This is going to be another fight down the main straight. Where are they going to go to? Is Ryan Cox going to be able to hold it? We are down to the final lap. White flag is out. We don't know where Marcus Watson is. I'll put him on the bottom screen so we can see him. But these guys are battling like crazy here.
Yeah, you can see he's actually in the track map that's up there. He's the number 1 up there going the back stretch right now as his driver's a little bit further down the field from him by about 2 seconds and change, so you just see him up the road. But also, as you mentioned there, Andrew, who was asking about Andrew Martin, he's in a big tough fight as well too with Matthew for that position.
Foxy's not letting this go. Nope. He knows this is it. This is the last lap. We've got, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Marcus Watson coming around the final corners, coming through the apexes now in the corner as he comes. Heat 1. Marcus Watson takes Heat 1 by a considerable margin of 2.7 seconds, and the battle for second place comes down to Ryan Cox and Mitchie Noble. 0.17 as they come through, and Cox has got it done over Noble, followed by Greggy Barber, who is having a fantastic tussle up the front with Marcus Watson, and then Dougie Gowans all the way from the back of the grid to 5th place to get himself the reverse top 10. Alex Azikas in 6th. Lachlan J. Thomasina in 7th. Lachlan J. in 8th. Andrew Martin comes across in 9th, followed by Michael Fu by about a couple of tenths. On the boards at the left, you can see who has come home for what. We have got Mitchie Nobles, Thomasina, and Timothy Schmellenberg for the Pro-Ams. Lachlan J, Andrew Martin, Matthew Fu for the AMs. Up front, Marcus Watson, Ryan Cox, and Greggy Barber for the Pros. In the standings, Barbs has got himself all the way back up to 5th place. That was a sensational drive coming from them, and Dougie Gowans too. Absolute cracker.
Absolute cracker, all right, too. So you give it to Mitch Noble, taking a chunk of points his way too from the rest of the Pro-Ams, but of course Thomas is just consistent at the moment, and he can consistently keep up the points that he needs to continue his lead there in the Pro-Am Championship and the Am Championship standings as well too. Lachlan's going to take crucial way from where did Nick? There's Nick at the moment. So Nick, who is leading the AMs at the moment, is all the way down. Didn't have a very good race. He has to rebound back, obviously, on our next race.
And Brandon Levin, who had an absolute cracking start with that damage, he finished all the way down the ladder as well, unfortunately for him. Where did he finish? He finished in 27th after that damage. So unfortunate. So there's a 3-minute timer at the moment. and this is our reverse top 10. Have a look at this. This is going to be very, very interesting, viewers. Matt Tesario and Brad Hudson will be leading them out in row 1. Matt Tesario from Velocity Racing Team and Brad Hudson from JWM Sim Sports. In the second row, we've got Nicky Martin from Get a Grip. I know we've got a lot of fans out there in YouTube. Ray Oliver from SLM beside him on row 2. Timothy Schmellenberg. We've got 2 JWM Sim Sports in the front 3 grids. He is starting in 5th position, 3rd row with Matty Fu from Apex Esports League. Andrew Martin from Get a Grip is in the 4th row beside Lachlan J from InvestWise Sim Sports. In the 4th row is, the 5th row is Thomas Cena from SLM Academy and Alex Tzekis from Murray Performance Racing. 6th row, Dougie Gowans from Full Throttle Racing. And hang on, we've got more than a top 10 reverse here.
Yeah, it is.
And
like
Greggy Barber. Looks like it's a top 20.
Top 20. I think so it is. Let's have a look.
It is a top 20.
Yeah.
13th place, Mitchie Noble. And Ryan Cox on the 7th row. On the 8th row, we've got Marcus Watson, Team
Reverse
SW.
15. Yeah.
Reverse 15.
Marcus
And
won.
Kurt Heath. There you go. In 17th place, Callum Rosenator. 18th, Andrew Proctor. Jason Depp in 19th. Nathan Varney in 20th. Dean Sinker the 21st. And Kevin Wakefield 22nd. Chris Tomlin 23rd. Tyler Sheep in 24th.
So we got one more page over, of course.
Then one more page over, we have got Nick Schmellenberg in 25th, Jamie Davis in 26th, Brandon Levin 27th, Callum Hodgkinson in 28th, and in 30th place is Greggy Johnson, who sent out a reminder to me this week that it is prostate cancer month. September is prostate cancer month, so please be aware and get your family to get checked and all that sort of stuff. We've got 30 seconds till the grid goes off. I've got the camera back here on Marcus Watson in 15th place.
Yeah. Thank you out there in the chat. So it's top 15 for this one and then top 10 for the
Top
feature
10, yeah.
tonight. Thank you very much for that one. Come on,
Yeah,
Jamie! Get your drive
that's
on,
our,
says Cindy.
That's our race director, Mr. Keefe.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a couple of them sitting in there. Keefe's in there. That's why you see a couple of drivers that'll be eager to get that caution car out to the safety car. We'll have some live safety car drivers, perhaps if they're needed to be out there this evening. So far, so good. Only really no major collisions, just a couple of cars tangling, my friend. Let's go racing.
Here we are. The lights are going on for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship, and we are off. Everyone has taken off brilliantly. Matt Tesario and Bradley Hudson got a great start. Nicky Martin behind him as well. Everyone through the field has gone sensationally. There's a bit 3 wide and 4 wide as they're coming down the mid part of the pack. But already as we're coming through, Nicky Martin is pushing his way beside Tesario. He's got the nose ahead. There's a little bit of overlap left. Is he going to come past through the trees? Nicky Martin has got the job done very quickly and very swiftly. He's got there in front of Matt Tesario. Bradley Hudson is not far behind. Tesario's nearly given him a tap there. Nearly given it a little bit too much. Ray Oliver in 4th place is right on the back of these boys as well. So the top 4 safety car has been called.
Yeah, I was just about to say, look at all these meatballs at the moment that have come on there.
Safety
So there must
car
be
has
an
been
incident.
called. Look at that. Tyler Sheep, Dean Sinkovich, Chris Tomlin, Ryan Cox, Kevin Wakefield, Brandon Levin. What's happened to Ryan Cox? He's down 12 places.
Must be
Oh
back
my
here,
goodness.
friend. Must
Let's
be
have
back
a
here.
look at this. Let's unpack that. Who are we with at the moment? With Andrew Martin. He's gone off track. Is this the cause of it?
Oh, no, he's actually safely hasn't rejoined.
He's done
racing.
well. He's
there,
done
up
well.
the
So
road
what
there.
would-
2 cars.
Oh,
Who was that?
who's that? And is that car going to enter and cause damage? No. So we've had 2 off there together.
Just want to look at Jamie. Looks like Jamie Davis is somewhere along the line too, but there's where the big collision is behind them.
Let's go back a little bit and have a better look at that.
Yeah, I just need to see the drivers so that we can kind of find them because I've just got a whole list of
Yep.
drivers here to look
That's
at.
looks like Jamie Davis running off. There's a car that's gone wide off, another one gone off. Oh, looks like Kevin Wakefield's been hit by
Kevin
one of my boys, and then Thomas Cena, another car. So there's 2 separate incidents there as well, apart from 2 guys going off on their own. So Kev Wakefield has been...
Oh, there's Kevy.
Okay, so that bounced off
He's
that.
already lost it before.
Oh, Kevin's lost it. Sliding.
The contact
He's probably
was with
panicked
a few of the
and he
other
slid
drivers.
into...
Yeah.
Looks like he said he was Josh King. Who'd he slid into? Which one of my drivers is that?
Oh, mate, you've got so many drivers out there, it's hard to say. Who's at the hard lick into the fence there?
All right, they're doing one more lap under safety car.
There.
Oh, so it's Tyler. Who slammed into Tyler there?
Can't tell.
No, Brando's got a yellow livery with Brandon's got the yellow livery. That had a full grey livery, that
There's
car.
Ryan. There's Kevy. Could be Kevy.
Oh, it is Brandon.
Brandon?
You just couldn't see the yellow of it. So Kev's come sideways and Brandon's gone over the top of him.
Let's have a look there. If you've got small children, look away.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Brandon. So Kev's gone...
Whoa.
Oh, he's actually gone over 2 cars.
Yeah, that's a big leak in the fence.
Great
That
work.
would be the reason why they need to deploy the caution safety car out there. We'll go back to low pitches.
Yep, we're not far off.
Yep. So who's piloting that one this evening? Is it Stephanie?
Stephanie Piccoli
Yes, it
from
is.
Apex Esport League is our safety car driver tonight.
Hello. Stephanie?
That's a shame for Brando that he was having a cracker of a night tonight of pace too. Greggy Barber. So the biggest victims out of all that there's only a couple of people who have dropped a few places. Colin Hodgkinson up 8. Greg Barber down 10 places out of all that. Andrew Martin down 11. So it's unfortunate. I think Tomlin understeered or was surprised by the car in front of him. I think he definitely the case. To be totally honest with you, looking at a couple of cars understeering, I think it's going to be more of a racing incident than anything. It's unfortunate that all these cars got damaged, but you had 2 cars that went wide on their own, Jamie Davis and someone else in front of him. But then you had someone there with Tyler Sheaf that lost control, which could have been Tomlin. I think it might have been Tomlin. And then Kev losing the rear end of his as well, which made Brandon Levin panic and go over the top of him. So I think my gut's telling me no further action. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Tomlin's lost his way across him. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's a racing incident. That's just him losing the front end. And unfortunately, there's a car behind him.
Well, 4
As we
cars
said.
into one corner as well. It's inevitable, isn't it? At the start of a race, remember, that was all done on lap 1 on our second 20-minute race that we're going to have this evening. Nick Martin now up 2 places. He's got a grip. I say, get a grip, Nick. You've got a grip at the moment. You've got yourself up
Got a
2
grip.
and
Nick
you're leading
Martin.
this one.
Well done.
All right, key other players to look at the moment, of course, in the championship. Marcus Watson, where's he, you say, for the pros? He's in P11 currently at the moment. Where's Dougie? Well, Dougie's in P8, so they've survived that one. Where's Thomas? He's important for the Pro AM Championship.
He's in 9th place at the moment.
He's in 9th at the moment. Where's Nathan? He's closest rival in P16th. Where's Nick, of course, who's leading the AMs? He's in P19. But as for the other AMs that are ahead of him, of course, right up there, you're going to see Matthew up there. You're going to see Lachlan up there too. So a bit of work, of course, that Nick has this evening because, of course, that reverse 15 grid isn't going to help him out too much.
Martin's got control of the field. Safety car is in. So we're waiting for him to take a punt and go for it. Dougie Gowans and those boys down the back of the pack, they are green. Has he gone? Yes, he's gone. He's put the foot down early. He's got a bit of a run on him straight away there. He's got 4 tenths on him straight away. Antazario has followed him very closely. Hudson is 7 tenths behind. So they popped away, these 2 boys, doing a great little escape route. But Ray Oliver is putting pressure on Bradley Hudson already. He is 1 tenth behind him. He's going to have a look at on the inside. He's making a look on the outside. Risky part of the track to try to make a move. Low percentage move. Timothy Schmellenberg has gone off track in the bottom of the field as he is sitting in the wall. But apart from that, everyone has got off clean. I think that might have been just a bit of too much pace coming around the corner. But look at these guys here.
No, this is going to be dangerous.
Marcus Watson is trying to make his way through. He has done it. Oh, that could have gone south so quickly then by those boys.
Yeah, it's crucial at the moment. He wants to catch Dougie because he just saw Dougie get through there. So he needs to clear Thomas. Thomas is not going to want to give up this position, of course, too, because Thomas needs to catch Matt and Brad up the road there. Remember, that's who he's battling with. If you just
correct.
tuned in, of course, you know that these colours, of course, the pros are the golds, the blues are the pro AMs, and the AMs are the silver. So that's generally what the classes that they're battling. But of course, they do have these other cars around them. They do need to clear them. They do need to get past them. It ain't easy street here at the moment. Those marbles are on the track there, and these cars are battling it out like it's the last race. Oh! There's a spin and the accident. Is that Nathan?
No, we're facing the wrong way there, right in the middle of the road.
It's Callum.
No.
Oh, I can't see who it was.
Who is it?
Mitch Noble's also gone around. It's Mitch.
Mitchy Noble.
It's Mitchy. Maybe Kevin Wakefield also got picked up on the pieces.
Kevin Wakefield's retiring as well. His car's Kaputski's too. So someone's come around this corner and rotated around. It was Mitchy Noble. His safety car's been called, and he was a passenger. And guys are coming around the corner. Has someone hit him as they come around? Yep.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Oh, and Kev Wakefield as well. And the funny thing is that race control was calling caution. Corner one, last corner. Caution,
I think your brother as well too, mate's come around the corner and seen the scene of the crime here at the moment. Bang! There he is.
Yeah,
Dino.
there goes Dean. And Kevin's followed him straight over the top as well. Oh, guys.
Well, they're coming around a blind corner, mate.
Control calls cautions out.
They're coming around this corner blind, right? You're flat on it because you want to get a great exit, and then you're going to see a car.
Too late.
Poor Kevy, mate. He's in the second incident, I think, so far in this one.
So Dean actually rotated the car. This was like the wacky races. Dean actually went past the car, tapped it, so it went sideways. So there was more width to it. And unfortunately for him, he's got him out.
This is it started it. Mitch just getting a little too greedy on the exit, and then he's sitting here at the moment. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes, Mitch. You can't move.
Know what to do here. Look at him. Look at his gun. I'm gone here. I'm gone. I'll tell you what, in VR, that would have been a scary moment.
Well, the thing is, too, you're lucky. You want to have a head-on impact because that's what they designed all the crash impact of these cars, if that was real life. You don't want a side-on impact. That would be horrifying, of course. So, well, luckily, that's the beauty of virtual racing, my friend. And there's those two cars need to be cleared up. Dean will get his way back into pit road, my friend. Kevy should get towed back into there. They have towed those cars successfully. And
he's actually called that in, but I don't think he's got anything to call there. He's the car was stationary. There's nothing he could do. He's come around the corner. He's seen it. Boom. Catch you later. Kiss of death. So the casualties from that is Mitchy Noble, Kevin Wakefield, Tim Schmellenberg, and Dean Sinkovich all in there with their cars around their ears disintegrating.
Cindy's out there saying somebody's telling them they're not lawnmowers. Oh, well. Yeah.
All right.
Cindy, you don't have to worry about Jamie doing that in Project 36. He doesn't mow the lawns very often in the Australian NASCAR Championship because there's not much grass on the oval tracks. Only fences, really.
That's true.
Unless you're on Daytona and stuff like that. Yeah.
We got one wave around. Not sure who it is, though.
So, Stephanie gets to lead so far.
Melbourne.
Majority of the laps of this race.
Yeah, she led more laps than anyone else tonight.
It's kind of like everybody's way more elbows out from the first heat now, aren't they? Because they're all more comfortable with the track conditions and the track, and so they're like, I'm going to chuck it in there and see if it sticks. And of course,
yeah, that's what it is. It's more just pushing the car too hard. It's just overdriving it.
It is,
like
isn't
Mitch
it?
did
Because
at that corner so many times. Well, but what they forget was you've got a safety car. The tyres cool down as well. Yeah, so
exactly.
So you've got to be a bit wary of that first real big corner.
It's showing that Stephanie had a crash. Stephanie lose the pace car. Oh no, it's slowing down to that's what it's causing.
Yeah.
Going off track
she's
there.
touching the grass just there to slow down and avoid contact in case someone comes around
Cindy
the corner.
will be out there to say, Stephanie, stop cutting the grass too with the Mercedes. All right, so weave those cars, get those temperature into those tyres. I mean, it's another
100%.
thing as well too, mate. That I was going to say, I think I've kind of lost my train of thought on that one too.
Well,
Remember, because of the reverse grid as well too, you've got a few drivers a little bit out of position from their qualifying pace, so that they're doing their best to defend against that. But you're right about the fact that these incidents have been caused essentially by somebody just losing it and then there's a pile up.
Yeah.
That's all.
We haven't seen so far. We haven't really seen anything which has been due to malicious driving or silly driving. Everyone has been really giving each other space. From all the incidents I can reflect on at the moment, it's been more traction loss than anything else, which is what this track is known for. You know, you've got to keep the car in balance and keep it off the jagged edge. Like when I mean jagged edge, I mean like those curbs, those apexes that are really rough. Just use the edge of them. Don't go over them, and keep the car balanced and steady. Because it just creates more bounce from that bounce to the. I don't think tyres are going to be an issue in a 20-minute.
I don't think so as well too. Not considering we've had a couple of cautions as well too, so that won't chew through the tyres.
Yeah, the thing is the coldness more than anything.
Yeah, the temperature may affect this race at the moment because we've only got we're going to have a sprint of just literally 8 minutes now.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a sprint too. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can control themselves. Safety cars in pit lane. So Nicky Martin has got control. He's done a cracking job out there as well so far. He is up 2 places, started in third. Matt Cesario and Bradley Hudson, a second and third, just dropped 1 place in that order. Ray Oliver is in 4th place. Matty Few up 1 place. Dougie Gowans up 7th place, and we are off. He is gone. The green light is there. You can just see it at the first apex. That means we are live and going. Stay off the dirt, gents. Make sure you get around these first few corners, especially the big left-hander coming down the hill, which they're about to come up to. Let's see how they all go. Everyone's spaced out and very wary of what's around them. There's a couple of cars in the mids that are still trying to have a bit of a look. Well, let's see how they go. 212 drive-through for incident responsibility.
How's
Chris
this?
Tomlin.
Dougie is at the back there of Marcus and Dougie. And Dougie's going to want to clear Matthew pretty quickly as well, too. Remember, Matthew is in a AM class. How much of a fight is he going to put up against? If I was him, I'd be just like let him through there. So let Dougie and Marcus go for it.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Because
it looks like we've got another incident, my friend.
Greg Barber, Jason Depp, and Andrew Proctor have got themselves involved into something. Move on. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're making it very hard for each other. Bradley Hudson has got the line in front of them, but then behind him we've got the boys having a bit of a look. We've got Dougie Gowans and Marcus Watson, Matt Cesario. Cesario is having a look at Ray Oliver as we see him right now, taking the nice line, inside line, touching it nice. Use the full width of the track, coming across here, open it up as much as you can, and then get back in again. Keep it nice and clean and tight on the inside. Stay away from the grass on the outside. Taking a corner, open it up, hit the late apex. Look at that late apex, beautiful. That's my biggest problem. I hit the middle apex no matter what. Oh, we've got a car going out wide. That's who was that?
Matty Cesario. Yep, Matty's gone a little bit wide.
Cesario. That's unfortunate for him.
Oh, have a look at the exit that Marcus is going to get here. Dougie, look, there's an incident. Oh, they've avoided it, have they? Brad Hudson.
Oh, Bradley Hudson has lost the front of his car there. I'm not sure what happened, and that's Nicky Martin. I think Nicky Martin lost it in the corner, and Brad's followed through because he came too close. Very unfortunate because they were both having an absolute stellar drive, and it's given the boys that were all leading, Matt Cesario, Bradley Hudson and Nicky Martin have just capitulated in that last few corners. Bradley Hudson's got a bit of dirt there, which has got him on track. Dirty tyres as we go. He's coming down the hill, followed by Dougie Gowans. Here we go. There's Brad's. Oh, Nicky Martin's rotated. He's moved on the brakes, Nicky Martin. That's going to get him a drive through because that's what's taken Brad Hudson out. He's moved forward and his nose is clipped. So Nicky Martin will get a drive through for that. He's moving on the brakes, if I am correct, that is. That's just my perception as a broadcaster.
Yep.
But that has opened it up.
Yeah, don't move.
He's moved forward. If he didn't move forward, it would have been all right.
Well, it's a possibility somebody would have hit him anyway. But still, at least it's not your fault because you're supposed to stay still. That's the rule of thumb.
This is it. Yeah, if he didn't move forward, Bradley Hudson would have been leading this race at the moment. Instead, Bradley Hudson is down and out, I think. Looks like he's returned to the pits and might have towed then. No, he's in 20th place, so he's still moving, trying to get rotation around. This has opened up the race to Ray Oliver. Ray Oliver is having a bit of a crack there. Alex Tzidakis is having a go at Tesario. Tesario is on the inside line. Tzidakis is following him through. Dougie Gowans and Marcus Watson are chasing down Ray Oliver at the moment. Marcus Watson's just taking a little bit of an off track, trying to cool his tyres down with a little bit of that moss out there on the Canadian Mosport Park. But they're coming up to a critical point. Marcus Watson's tyres on the inside are dirty at this point, so he's going to watch what he's doing as he's coming down through there. He's keeping a nice control. This is the corner when he turns left because he's dipped those tyres in. But he's side by side. We've got side by side there. They're coming through. Oh, looking very, very tight there. That's, oh, my goodness me. I'm going to have a heart attack.
I'm trying to show some of the drivers that they're blinking at the moment. It makes it very difficult because it takes the camera away.
Yeah.
But so Dougie gets past Matthew. Matthew, of course, is in a different class. He says he doesn't want to put up too much of a fight and said, in fact, Matthew should allow Marcus through here at some point if he can. But Dougie's going to be also challenging for the lead of this race. There it is. So I didn't think that Matthew's going to put up too much of a fight there to allow Marcus through so he can catch Dougie, who's taking the lead there from Ray Oliver. So that's the situation. Dougie in the lead. Marcus is going to hunt him down. Ray into that P2 position. We also, I'd say that, and it's unfortunately for Cindy Davis out there, that Jamie Davis has crashed as well too, so he's not having a very good night there for the Project 36.
213 Proctor's just got himself a drive-through for the incident early on as well, 212. So he is going to... Oh, sorry, it was Chris Tomlin. We've seen that already, so that might be delayed. I thought there was another one coming through. But anyway, yes, Ray Oliver has now been dispatched by Dougie Gowans. Dougie Gowans just set the fastest lap with a 109.930. That is the fastest lap on record at the moment. They are dropping at crazy speed.
Here comes Thomas as well too. He wants to take Matthew up the road there. Remember, Matthew's looking good. Matthew just needs to keep that the gap as he can over Lachlan in P9. That's the battle for their classes. So he shouldn't put up too much of a fight there. Allow Thomas with the pro, who's wanting to get that gap over Matty, so he can have his lead in the Pro AM class. And I think this is where Matthew, you'd have to say, is a little bit wiser head on his shoulders, because he'll put up a fight, but he won't put up that much of a fight where he can unfortunately take himself out or get anybody else out.
Yeah,
so
he's got some massive points there. The closest AM is in 13th, is in 9th place. So that's mega points to get up there. Have a look at this Thomasina on the inside of him at the moment, taking the nice tight apex line through there, opening it up again from the right to the left, getting that corner done nicely, hug it in nice and tight. Make sure you get off. That's beautiful. That's nicely done. And he is chasing down the boys in front of him in a big way now. He's got Marcus Watson 3/10 in front of them. Marcus must have had a bit of an incident because he dropped off 2.27 off the back of Dougie Gowans and Ray Oliver. But looks like 928 drive-through pedal. 928. But yeah, the whole breaks here. That was Nicky Martin that we saw before. Yep. Now we are to the final bits of the lap. It looks like this could be the final lap.
Whoa!
2 sending, 3 sending. I think he's just playing it to smart there, Kurt. He doesn't want to be involved in anything he doesn't need to be. But here we are at the back end. We've got Dougie Gowans coming through. Isn't it the final lap yet, mate?
Yes, it's it. That's it. Looks like that's
here we go.
Finished.
Here we go. Dougie Gowans coming right side by side with Ray Oliver. What a way to finish. Dougie Gowans has got that by 0.10 heat. 2 done by there. Dougie Gowans from FRT, followed by Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports. Marcus Watson in 3rd, followed by Thomas Cena, a close 0.26 behind him. That was sensational as these guys come across the line. And here is how they sit as we come through in their fields. They got Thomas Cena, who's taken the Pro-Ams, followed by Matt Casario and Callum Rosenator in 3rd. Matty Fu in 5th for the Ams, and also Lachlan J in 9th and Kurt Heath in 15th. So cracking better times out there. Whoa, we nearly missed that, and that was sensational. Greggy Barber got himself a meatball. Dean's still in there, and so is Kevin. They'll probably hopefully come out for the next one. But I tell you what, Barb's called one out for moving under brakes as well. Dougie Gowan's got a 109.930. That is not the fastest. The fastest is a 109.811 by Barb's. So that is so far the lap record. Let's see what happens in the next one.
Yeah, it skips over. It can't even get to the replays. So I don't like that.
Wow.
I'd love to go through the replays while the drivers are on a warm-up. I think at the moment you're not going to see any cars come out and track immediately because they're all just going to take a breather as you need to. Well done to Matty as well, 2P5 the winner of the AMs. So has that been... well, he's the winner of the AMs, but currently at the moment, if we go back and have a look quickly of those standings overall, remember that Nick, he hasn't had the best of race here this evening. He ended up finishing, I'm quite sure where he ended up finishing on that race before there. We'll get those results up in a second.
tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can see.
No Darren Fay tonight. That's going to be his drop round. So that's going to be tough points for him. Andrew Martin, Brandon 11. Andrew Martin had a drive-through on that last one. No, it wasn't Andrew. Yeah. No, it wasn't Andrew Martin. It was Andrew Proctor. How did they finish according to each other out there? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Will iRacing still tell me? It might.
So this was the Constellation Heat 2 race results.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, not in first place, Dougie Gowan, second rate, Oliver, Marcus Watson, third. So critical points amongst those three. Ray Oliver got himself up there and got a little bit in the way for some critical points. But Ryan Cox is another one that was fighting up there as well. Alex Azikas was in the top 10 doing well. The other golden stripe, which is Darren Fahey, who's sitting in third in the ladder, is not here tonight. So that's going to be some points critical for him to miss. Thomas Cena, Matt Cesario, Callum Rosenator, very, very top looking points there too. That is
I think
sensational.
Thomas got both of them, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look at a Heat 1 again. I think Thomas take the. No, it was Mitch Noble, but Thomas still got himself in P2. So that's Thomas is just cleaning up some nice points here for the Pro-Ams. And Lachlan J as well, too, getting some nice points there with Andrew Martin. And Matthew, of course, has been the driver of the day so far for consistency, you'd say, for the AMs. Yeah. But good recovery drive, isn't it, from Dougie in this one to get himself back up there. More importantly, getting himself more points over Marcus Watson because he needs that because Marcus Watson and Dougie only had a 12-point gap between those two drivers going in.
And in the AMs, we've got Schmellenberg, who is literally 24 points behind Andrew. Andrew Martin is 24 points behind Schmellenberg. So Nick Schmellenberg, and there he is there, get a grip right in front of him. So Andrew's got a few points back. Which one's this, Heat 1 or 2?
This is Heat 2 and Heat 1.
Heat 2. Let's have Heat 1 again with those two again, because we'll have a look at the points. We've got Andrew Martin. Where is he? Andrew Martin in 9th place. And Nick Schmellenberg. Where did he finish?
He finished a little further up. He finished outside down to 20.
There he is, 25th. I'll tell you what, that's got at the moment. That's got him up. Andrew Martin is in top spot at the moment. He's in top spot. He has got himself in a really good position. I think Sinkovic and Proctor have had average races out there tonight so far. So that's going to be bring them a bit closer, but not as close as those. The title fight has changed for the AMs at the moment, which is interesting.
I want to see how that cutoff line you mentioned as well too.
The top 13. Let's go for it.
So we got so Timothy here did a good result there in first heat race. Remember, he's in P12 currently at the moment. Jamie Davis really needs to fight for this one. He's not even in here at the moment in the top 20 for the first race. We don't think he finished inside that top 20 for the second race as well too. And remember, he's on the cutoff line as well too, whereas Timothy did finish ahead on that one too. Tyler.
So you got Schmellenberg. Yeah. So Nick's dropped away. Tyler Sheaf was on the cusp. So was so it was Jamie Davis and Timothy Schmellenberg and Nick Martin. So I think that's going to change a little bit as well based on those points too. So Jamie had not a bad first heat. Second heat, he was Carnage Kaputskis. So it's going to be interesting.
Got to come down to this one. Jamie needs a good result on this one for sure. Absolutely. And that's going to be the crucial to keep his Project 36 within that cutoff that you'd mentioned there as well too. That's a separate cutoff to the championship, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken.
That cutoff there is the Australian Open World National cutoff. So that whoever finishes above that line goes to the Nationals. Whoever finishes below that line is in a provisional position to get there if one of the other boys can't make it. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. What have we got left for
Practice is over. Believe it or not, nobody went out on track during the practice. Well,
Yeah,
Nick probably just may have got one lap in,
Yeah.
just for a little warm up. But yeah, I think these drivers are very, very mentally and probably even physically exhausted after that one. So they want to be fresh going into our feature race right now. Let's get the grid for that.
Yeah, grid is up. Oh, look at this. So this is a top 10 reverse based off the first one was the top 15. The third one is the top 10. So Ryan Cox in first place for the first row, followed by Lachlan J on the front row from InvestWise Sim Sport. Second row in third place, Callum Rosenat of Velocity Racing Team, partnered up there with Velocity Racing Team member Matt Nazario. In the third row, Alex Zikas in fifth place for Murray Performance Racing, and sixth, Matthew Foop from Apex Esports League. In the fourth row, Thomas Cena from SLM Academy sitting beside Marcus Watson in eighth place. Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports in the fifth row beside Dougie Gowans from Full Throttle Racing. That is your reverse top 10. A lot of work for these boys to do, but Nathan Varney's out there in 11th place with Callum Hodgkinson in 12th. This is how they finished for that heat and will reside in those positions. Timothy Schmellenberg, JWM in 13th, 14th, Tyler Sheep from SLM Academy, Kurt Heath from Apex Esport in 15th, and Jamie Davis in 16th place from Project 36. In 17th place, Andrew Martin from Get a Grip. In 18th place, Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. In 19th place, Jason Depp from Velocity Racing Team. And in 20th, Chris Tomlin from LCR Esport. That is the top 10 lanes as we go. 21st place, Bradley Hudson, who had a cracking race there, but it was unfortunate. He had some contact there with Nicky Martin in 22nd from Get a Grip. Andrew Proctor in 23rd place from SLM Academy, standing beside Greggy Barber, who is currently our lap record holder for this series for this year, for this track, full stop. Bradley Hudson, Nicky Martin, Andrew Proctor, Greg Barber. Dean Sikovic in 25th place with Mitch Noble beside him in 26th. Kevin Wakefield in 27th place from Kevstar Racing. And our safety car driver tonight is Stephanie Piccoli, and she is in front of Brandon Levin in 29th place, and Greggy Johnson from Red Energy in 30th place. And our race director tonight is the legend himself, Mr. Matty Keane.
I was going to say, how's that pan out with the safety car drivers being ahead? But it's obviously going to change as soon as they pass them down a pit lane. All right. 30
we
seconds.
are there, 30 seconds. It's going to go live. I'll get Dougie Gowans on there, on that bottom camera, because he's coming through. 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Heat 3 of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship, Round 7. These boys are going to tear it up for the last time tonight. Reverse top 10 grid. Leading the boys out is going to be Ryan Cox and Lachlan J, as you can see them sitting in that row. The lights are going out. We have got 5 lights to go. Red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are off. It's been a fantastic start everywhere across. We've got Dougie Gowans who's pulled out in front of the driver straight away and got himself a gap up straight away. Ryan Cox is pulled out to 2 tenths and looking very solid. He's got Lachlan J coming there. Jay has got a lot of pressure from Callum Rosenat. Rosenat has found some early pace tonight and doing a cracking job. Matt Tesario is following behind them. And we've got Marcus Watson, Matty Field, and Ray Oliver having a bit of a stouch as they're coming through that field, through the mid-packs already. But Ryan Cox is doing a sensational job. He is gone 6 tenths straight away with Lachlan J following him. Callum Rosenator, Matt Tesario, Marcus Watson, Alex Zikas. We have got Timothy Schmellenberg off in the back of the grid. Not sure what's happened, but we'll check them out. He has got a nose cone that has been removed, and that's without surgery. That would hurt.
That was a high
Here
speed.
we go, the boys. Already having a look. Tesario's pressure under Marcus Watson. Watson is having a look on the outside. Will he get in there and underneath him? Safety car has been called.
Oh, yeah, maybe for Timothy. I'd say maybe for Timothy's incident.
Yep. Oh, I was just getting warmed up, guys.
This is what's happened to poor Timothy.
Me. We've got a few people out there in the chat. Rushy, nice drive, and Mitch from P3.
Oh, must be a hit from behind.
Oh, did he get hit behind or did he lose it?
No, I think it's a hit from behind. That was a hard whack. Let's have a look.
Well, it's a bit sad when you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know, man. He come off that bump. He might have drifted across into the path because he took that
Jamie
inside
Davis, I
curve
think,
really.
as well too. We'll have a look.
Yeah, he took that inside curve very aggressively. I reckon that might have scooted him across into Jamie Davis by the look of it. Yeah, I reckon.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, he's hit that curb way too hard and it's drifted him across.
It's given Jamie Davis a bit of damage as well too. Just not having a very good day here for the Project 36,
No,
isn't it? I mean, he's gone into pit lane at the moment too, Jamie Davis, as you'd expect, and Timothy. So they're down there. Timothy's parked actually. Sorry, Jamie Davis has gone down to pit road to come back out, I believe. So there it is. And Stephanie back in the lead of this race.
Steffi's had a few leading laps tonight. I think she's had at least about 10 leading laps. She's done extremely good. You know that we're in trouble when the race is just starting. The fastest lap is a 1:20. All right, safety car is leading it out. They've got them under control very quickly and going for it. Nothing Jamie could do to avoid contact. Oh, no, 100%. It looks like Schmellenberg unfortunately hit that corner fairly rough and slid across into Jamie. Brad Hayes, don't forget to give the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thank you, Mr. Hayes. Brad Hayes, I hit the button too hard that her phone cracked. Send me a DM, mate. I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you for the props as well. All right, here we go. Ryan Cox has got himself in a controlling position with 14 minutes to go, 16 minutes to go, correction. And he's going to be leading these guys out as he's coming across. Dougie Gowans has still got a fair way to go. He's still back in 10th. Here we go. Coming around the final. It's almost a chicane. You'd call it a chicane, yeah. Will he go earlier? Will he wait till the control line? Looks like he's gone. He is gone. As he's coming around the corner, he is gone. He's taken it off, and he's already out to 5/10 off the front of Lachlan J. Lachlan J is actually pulling away from Callum Rosenader as well. Matt Tesario is keeping the pressure on him. Look at the hiccups.
Yeah, Marcus Watson's putting a fight in there, and Matty, as you mentioned there as well too. Callum's up the road. As Oliver, somebody else has gone around too. It looks like Andrew Proctor or Andrew Martin, one of the Andrew and Andrew shows here this evening. It's not a law firm, it's Andrew Martin as well too, that's gone off the track there for Get a Grip, and after a fantastic racing drive earlier as well too, one of the heats, but here it is at the moment. Don't let Ryan Cox get up the road too far, my friend. Jason has gone around the track as well too, or at least off the track at some point. He's dropping down there.
That's going to be a rough night. He's actually called that in, so I'm not sure what that was there. No, 7:05 he is. 928 just called something in that. Ooh. Car 92, incident responsibility for lap 1. Jamie Davis.
Oh, they're going back to Jamie on that one. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, they went to Jamie on that one.
Well,
okay. They've seen something we haven't seen, so we'll leave that up to the boys down there. Looking nice and clean.
Yeah, we just look at stuff at a brief little millisecond or so there for your entertainment purposes, but race control will look at things from different angles and that sort of stuff too.
100%.
Steering and braking and acceleration and all that jazz.
Yeah, they'll be looking at it from different angles, who's turned where, who's approached what angle and everything like that. From us, it's just the perspective that we see. But they do the job down there, and they do a cracking job at it as well. But the times out there, Marcus Watson's just hit the fastest with a 1:11, 1:23. I don't think we're going to get down to the pace that Barb's got with a 1:09.811. Yeah, we weren't expecting it either, but obviously they can see things different to what we do.
Yeah, you got to look at everything from the race start. There could have been contact between drivers at
exactly.
the very start.
We only get a snapshot of what it is, and as you see snapshots of different things in TV shows and stuff, you can see that it's a completely different perspective. Marcus Watson, oh, look at that. Marcus Watson just cracked the fastest lap with a 1:10.32.7, and then Dougie Gowan smashed it back at him with a 1:10.138. They're playing some hot lap tennis at the moment, and Ray Oliver, he's looking very sprightly tonight. He is on the back of Alex Zekas at the moment. That's 1/10 at the moment, as you can see them at this point. Have a look at that. I'm not sure if he's going to be going for it here. I wouldn't be, that's for sure. I'd be waiting and trying to get as close as possible for this double right-hander.
Yeah.
There, that apex and this apex, and then go for it here. You saw Alex Zikas take it very wide there, so the pace out is going to hurt. And look at Callum Rosenator. Rosenator is over Lachlan J. He's got the inside line coming through. He's got the pass just about done. He's got the overlap completed, but Lachlan J is not giving that up just yet. He's going to tuck in underneath him. Great little bit of driving from Callum Rosenator tonight. He is been on fire. Not a foot wrong and done extremely well.
Well, I'd be a little bit scared about this man coming up through the field behind you.
He's a man possessed, isn't he?
Yeah, Dougie. He's got some speed here. Now it looks like Brad Hudson's got off the track at the moment. But back at P19.
They went off together before. Oh, we got a tow request from 128. Oh, Dougie, both of them. 928 and 662 requested a tow. So they've got tangled up together tonight again. That's the second time in 2 races. Both sounded very deflated over the comms.
Yeah, we'll go back in a second and have a look at that replay because I just don't want to. Every time
has been called.
Ah, there it is. So we will have to.
He just made that pass. Yeah. He just got past Ray Oliver before it was called. Then did you see that?
So let's go back and have a look at what happened earlier. So we got Andrew. So that's a good thing about safety car at least, and we get a chance to review what happened. So this is earlier on lap 1, of course, and we're going to.
This is Hudson, and there's Proctor. Oh, we're doing some nice 11s.
Bang.
Oh.
Now we're going to see Timothy.
Here we go. That was 1. Here we got Schmellenberg. Those bloody trees. Oh.
Yeah, we saw that one actually. That was that contact
that was one we saw.
To be not
Jamie's
in,
one.
Not in favour of Jamie, and then there's going to be another one here at the moment. That's
this should be Jason Depth.
Yep.
He's just lost it. He got the tyres gripped on that dirt there, didn't he?
Hit the chicane.
And then he's just Oh, look at that nose to tail. All right, so then there's Bradley Hudson got the inside line. And Martin's come around in front of him there, so that's clean. They've got through there.
This is getting caught up and everything tonight as well, too, mate.
Yep, he's just following the sheep, isn't he?
He's going to arrive to the centre crime here. Oh, no,
he's come in there and just gone code brown. Again, cold tyres.
And this is what happened to Brad before that may have been one of the tows.
Okay, so there's Hudson. He's got the inside line on Martin.
Contact. Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of net code there.
Double tap.
A little bit of net code there, but I look, just first glance, it looks like a Martin thing. But the boys downstairs will look at that. And I think the first contact was net code. But we'll see what the boys downstairs say. They've got a better view of the one we have. But that's unfortunate for both of these. It's unfortunate because Brad nearly caught it too, and unfortunately not.
So that'll be the cause of, and then they're stuck there completely at the moment. I think they both get stuck. Yes, they do.
They do. They both request towed. I think both engines are gone by the sounds of it.
Well, this should put a smile on the face, really, of Ryan leading this race because he goes, okay, well, that's just eaten another 5 minutes in this race, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem for me to.
Yeah. Well, we are down to the last 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Safety cars do one more lap because they've got to do the unpacking of the overlap cars, which is unfortunate, but it's given us plenty of time to go through it. And thanks for the props for some of the camera angles. Biggles does some work with his cameras, mate, and he got some cracking views for you guys. But here we go. The last car's unlapping himself. I think it's Proctor in the complete green.
Yeah, should be allowed to unlap yourself. Yes, correct on that one.
Yeah, it is Proctor, 23.
And gets the lucky dog essentially at that point. So
yep.
Goes around. There's your Pro-Am and Am standings at the moment. Lachlan leading the Ams, Callum leading the Pro-Ams, and we know that Ryan Cox is leading the Pros. But for how long? Marcus Watts is going to want to once again see some opportunity to take some points away from Dougie in this one. So keep an eye on that. Yep. Alex, of course, in the mix too. Alex is running 8th in the championship and 4th overall Pros.
Tonight's been a championship pinnacle race of points going up and down from drivers. It's been one of those races where it's definitely going to change the ladder, that's for sure.
And that's at the points without the with the drop rounds as well too. I think that's what our gap in the points that are showing, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, is that the gap with the?
Say again, mate. The last bit.
I'm not. I mean, is that the gap that we have? I'll quickly show it. With the points, if we have a look at that. So we got points with the drop and points without the drop. The gap, is that the gap to the points with the drop? Or the
Yes,
points?
Chris. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gap to the
I'm
points
not
drop.
gonna sit there
So
and
it's
work it
17,
out right
13,
now.
44.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leading
I
it through.
feel like I'm
so-
in Houston launch control of NASA missions with the amount of buttons I have pressed at the moment. So don't have maps of that.
We've got some major data that we've gone through tonight, which has been spectacular. It's good to see us finally clicking like that, mate. We've still got the fastest lap at the moment, which is a 109.811 by Barbs, which will go down as a record if it doesn't get beaten. But these guys are going to have.
So can you
They're going to have a. Yeah, they're going green after this. Safety car is in. Ryan Cox is already slowing them down across the back there. They should be all in a bit of a line. I'm not sure what that yellow car's doing, not in the line. But when will he go? You know what? Just for the piss of it, I'd go just now.
And then you get a penal in, my friend.
Well, it's if he goes too early. Oh, he has gone.
Yeah, here we go.
Here he is. He has gone. He's gone earlier than I expected. Well done to him. Look at that. He's gone before the chicane. So cracking effort there. Smart move. See, there you go. I do get him right sometimes. Cracking move there straight away. He's got himself 4/10, and that's building up the gap. Marcus Watson followed him through, but Rosenator got caught napping. Rosenator is 1.3 seconds. Have a look at that. These two were on ball. Rosenator wasn't expecting it. He got caught up in a big way. So he's got pressure from Lachlan J now. 6/10, Matt Cesario, Alex Zekas, and then Dougie Gowans. So that was a pretty good way to do it. Has there been a back-to-back champion? Oh, yeah, we've had back-to-back champions before. I think Vela has done it a few times. Very successful driver in this series. Be good to have him back. Could be had some of the fast boys back, which been away for a season or so. But we will focus on what we have in front of us and the boys that are driving here and putting on a show for us. Again, minor incidents, nothing major, nothing disastrous. More people just losing control than anything else. Awareness and that. Here we go at the moment. Ryan Cox has got the pressure from Watson. Watson's got the overlap done. He's got a little bit over the front of him. He's done it very well there with, 5 minutes to go. I think that's going to be battle way through. Matt Cesario's taking it on as well. Great work there by Alex Zekas.
Go wide. He's going to mess up the exit.
Oh, careful, boys. Nice and easy. Dougie Gowans is making some great moves here too. Oh, here we go on Matt Cesario. Matt Cesario is putting pressure back on Zekas. Is he going to put enough to get an overlap? No, he's not. But he's got to be careful as well because Dougie Gowans is behind Cesario. Cesario is making a move. He leaves himself open. Dougie will pop in there straight away. Sounds like Kevin Wakefield and Matty Fu have got into an incident. They're towing at the moment, but we've got more pressing stuff at the front of the grid and the back of the grid going on. Dougie Gowans is making his move up the field. He's now 3/10 off Cesario. Had a bit of a look a few seconds ago, but didn't quite make it. Callum Rosenator is the cork in the bottle. He is 3 seconds off Ryan Cox. Ryan Cox is having a go at Marcus Watson at the moment. He's got the outside line. Will he be able to make it through? They're coming over the crest. Cox has got the inside line. He's got the overlap. He's got it done. But will Marcus be able to let him go? Not a good place to get it done now because Marcus is going to have the toe all the way through. But Marcus hit that curve pretty aggressively there and looked like he got a bit off the pace. He's down to 2/10, but the toe is so powerful across here. Who's going to be the smoother guy coming down the hill at the moment? He's trying to have a look to see where he is. Ryan Cox has got him in his mirrors. They're coming through here. Make sure it's nice and clean, a place where everyone has been coming off tonight, causing a lot of issues. We'll have a look at Matty Few a bit later on, mate, because we've got these two boys fighting it out for position. Is Marcus Watson going to have a go here under brakes in the double right-hander? As they come through the first apex, opens it up wide, hits the late apex there, hit the late apex again, nice and clean. It's going to be tough. He's very, very close. That's 1.18 of the 10th. He's going to have the toe. He's going to be able to get under it. Will Ryan Cox give the inside line or the outside line? He's allowed to make two moves. One left, one right. He's gone to the inside line. He's followed the race line. He hasn't literally made a move yet. He's staying in the middle. He's making sure he's not giving it open at all. And Marcus Watson is playing it safe here. He is not having a crack at all through there, mate.
Well,
Very surprised.
Yeah, I think he realised that Ryan's putting up a fight. I think when he got past Ryan before, he thought he might have had this one in the bag, but Ryan charged back on that one. Look at the gap that these two got now down to Callum and P3, so that's where it's at. You'll have to keep an eye on that nice little battle in the picture-in-picture for 5th and 6th too, because that's brewing up. Remember, Dougie's in that picture too, so he needs to clear Lachlan J. What a great job there that Lachlan is for the Yams too. Really getting the job done.
Run big time. Dougie Gowans is having the pass now at the moment. He's got around Lachlan J. Lachlan J, I think he's actually let them through. But these boys at the front have pulled away from the field in a massive way. I think Marcus Watson was like, I might just stay here and have a crack at the last lap, because at the moment they've been swapping. And he's probably going to try to control his tyres a bit more, keep them a bit ready for the attack and have a go at the very end with maybe 2 minutes to go. We are now, after this lap, we'll probably get 2 more laps to go. Here we go, 775 lap 12. So we've had someone go off again.
Either Brad
or Dean's had an incident with someone. I think Dean and Jason Depp had a bit of a go together.
Yeah, looks like that.
Yeah. Dougie Gowans on the bottom screen. He's making his way through now. He's got past Tisario. He's in 5th place. He's on a man of the mission. He wants to get as many points as he can. Marcus Watson is settled. He's settled big way. He's not putting the pressure on as he was before. Maybe he's thinking we've got to pull away from these boys, but there's plenty of time here. 4.7 seconds of Rosinator to Marcus Watson. Rosinator has got Alex Zekas at 0.23. So Zekas is 664. Incident responsibility lap 12. Timothy Schmellenberg. Was that the one with Jamie?
Might be.
No, it was the last lap.
Got the black flag next to him
last
as well
lap.
too.
Yeah,
So,
last lap.
yeah, on the first lap, I mean, for Timothy. So that's, geez, poor Timothy, just not having one of those races today. He's going to want to tear out that Canadian stamp in his passport and just say, I'm done with it. Here we go. Marcus on the outside, covered off nicely by Ron Cox. It's not going to be that easy. There's your drive-through penalty at the moment confirmed on the screen. Dougie's up at a P3, as you can see the picture as well, too, but he's not going to have enough time to catch these guys. Not now, with what could be the penultimate lap of this race. 19 minutes down out of 20 minutes.
Oh, he's gone off there. Matt Cesario's gone off and come back in front of his teammates. Rosinator's got... No, it was Rosinator came off, sorry. He came out of... He's lost 3rd place in a big way. So that pass that Dougie made on him really deflated him and cost him some positions. We've got Ray Oliver here having a go at Cesario on the inside line. He's got through a bit of a wiggle, but he's got through.
Yep.
Hopefully that wiggle won't continue. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, 9:35. We've got half a minute to go, so these boys will probably... Oh, see the front right lift then as he come through there. That was a bit amazing. That was crazy. They've got a back marker in front of them at the moment.
That's Oliver
Ray
in the
Oliver's
background. He's sort off.
Yep, he is gone down there. We'll have a look at that a bit later. Here is Ryan trying to break the toe. Oh, it's coming down to it. This is going to be... Is this the last lap? Or are we...
Whoa!
Oh, look at the... He's squeezed him pretty tight. He's got to give him room. Give him room. Otherwise, you'll both be in trouble. He's done well to do that. Is he going to come up behind him? They're coming down the main straight. This is going to have to be the white flag. This is the end of it. That was spectacular. Ryan Cox takes the heat 3. It's all the way by 0.076 from Marcus Watson. What a way to finish the race. Dougie Gowans in 3rd place. Matt Cesario in 4th. Alex Zekas in 5th. Callum Rosinator coming across in 6th. Thomas Cedar in 7th. Nathan Varney in 8th. Greg Barber in 9th. Lachlan J 10th. Kurt Heath in 11th. Tyler Sheaf in 12th. Chris Tomlin in 13th. Nick Schmellenberg in 15th. 14th. Ray Oliver in 15th. Excuse me. Made me sneeze. Callum Hodgkinson 16th. Andrew Martin 17th. Andrew Proctor 18th. Jason Depth in 19th. But that was an absolute cracker out there. I'm so over iRacing not telling us when the bloody white flag is, that's for sure. But lucky we picked it up as we came through. Yeah. Yeah, because that's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a race, man. Ryan Cox, Marcus Watson, 0.125 across the line there for those boys. Cracking effort. Dougie Gowan's up 7 places. Greggy Barber into 19th, up 15 places. So spectacular out there. So Matt Tesario is the Pro-Am winner. Callum Roseneder in second. Thomasina in third. Lachlan J in 10th. Kurt Heath in 11th. And Chris Tomlin in 13th. So the title battles are still looking very, very juicy.
But they are absolutely brilliant drive as well too for these drivers. Of course, you can see Matty's going to go on the pit. You can do burnouts if you want there, Matty. You won the Pro-Ams, and as Lachlan is. He's celebrating at the moment. And Ryan, of course, was there celebrating. Yeah. So let's get those results up for everybody here this evening.
What happened to Fu? He got into an incident with, I can't remember who with, but Fu finished 26th at that heat. Cool. All right, there we have the final standings of the feature race for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Round 7 at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Ryan Cox has taken out top spot for the feature by 0.075. Those 7/100ths of a second on Marcus Watson as they came across the line. Dougie Gowan's got himself up as some battle points to keep his title alive. In third place for the full throttle racing driver. Matt Tesario, the leader of the Pro-Ams, had a cracking effort tonight. He's had a good night all the way round. He's finished in 4th place. Alex Azik is a respectable 5th tonight. Great fight with the boys around him. Callum Roseneder was leading most of that race, but things went a little bit south for him, and now he finished in 6th place for Velocity Racing Team. Thomasina, a respectable run tonight in 7th place, finishing 3rd for the Pro-Ams for SLM Academy. Nathan Barney in 8th, just out of the podium for the Pro-Ams. Greggy Barber set the fastest lap of the night, cracking the lap record at Mosport Park. That will go down in history for SRW. The lap time was a 109.811 for Barbers. That's the new lap record for this Super Formula Lights at this track. In 10th place, the lead driver who won the AMS tonight, Lachlan J, had a cracking night out there for InvestWise SimSport. A respectable drive all the way through, and to finish 10th ahead of some Pro-Ams and Bros was spectacular. Kurt Heath, second for the AMS from Apex Esport. Tyler Sheep, 12th for SLM Academy. In third place for the AMS tonight, Chris Tomlin, again continuing his title fight for LCR Esports. In 13th place, Nick Schmellenberg, who's up there and fighting for that title, has dropped a few points tonight. Not one of his better nights, so we'll see how the drop rounds fare for him. Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports in 14th place. Ray Oliver, cracking pace tonight. Again, I think Ray's work-life balance, it doesn't allow him to practice enough, and the consistency is not quite there. Lap time pace was spectacular and really good at the pointy end, but probably just the lifestyle thing than anything. Callum Hodgkinson, probably a night he wants to forget, in 16th place from Blackout OPR. Andrew Martin in 17th place for Get a Grip. Andrew Proctor for SLM Academy in 18th. Jason Depth in 19th for Velocity Racing Team. In 20th place, Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports. Nicky Martin, where did I go? Oh, Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sport in 21st. Mitchy Noble in 22nd from Apex Esport League. Nicky Martin, Get a Grip, 23rd. Brad Hudson, JWM Sim Sports in 24th. 25th place goes to Kevin Wakefield from Kevstar Racing. 26th place goes to Matty Fu from Apex E-League Racing. 27th to Jamie Davis from Project 36. And Brandon Levin didn't start the feature. He's got points at the back, and neither did Greggy Johnson by the look of it either. But thank you very much to Matty Keane, the race director tonight, and Stephanie Piccoli for driving the safety car. I'd say statistically, Stephanie Piccoli led more races than anyone else tonight.
She won the race.
So, cracking drive. Mate, what a night. That was some crazy stuff. You did tell me last time that our interviews have been going too long, Steve-O. You go, Steve-O, our interviews have been going too long. We've been sitting there for about half an hour going through it. So tonight we will endeavour to make them just that little bit more efficient and a little bit more quicker. So who have we got first, mate? We've got, is it Lachlan J? then Matt Tesario? Which one was it?
You asking me?
Yeah, Lachlan J. Yeah, Lachlan J was the amateur, so he's the first one in the room. All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the amateur winner for the feature race for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship is Mr. Lachlan J. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the room, and how was tonight for you?
Hey there, boys. Good to finally be in the booth, so to speak. Tonight was probably the best race that the best set of races that I've strung together so far. I'm new to league racing, and this is the first time that I've managed to keep it smooth, clean, good results, and not have a little spin or something like that. So I'm really stoked to be here.
Well, I know you've been having fun. You reached out to me a few weeks ago, and you've been having a blast. Has that continued since we spoken last?
Mate, it's been awesome. I think I spoke to you after the first one or two races, and
Yep.
It's been. I think I've been getting better and better, because the difference between just playing games and kind of getting into something a bit more serious is the consistency, and so to get the consistency going and smashing out races and wins is really cool.
It's good to see you having a good run out there, mate. Pace was very good. Your best lap for that feature was a 1:10.993. Fastest lap for the night was for the feature was a 1:09.99. So it wasn't too far off, mate. You're only a couple of tenths off there, 9 tenths off the fastest guy. But mate, that's a cracking effort, and to finish in the top 10 is pretty spectacular as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think like Thruxton, that last second, it is a bigger gap than you might think. I think in some practice sessions I was getting down to 10.3s, but didn't quite have the pointy end pace, but clearly enough to get some good points and results for the night.
Excellent, mate. Well, who gets Mr. Lachlan J out on track and supports him as a driver?
That is a great question. InvestWise Property, they help me get racing in the real world. I drive a supercart as well as the sim stuff, as well as Speedcraft and EU Automotive Industries. They're the partners I run with, and I appreciate having them on the real life race car, and I'll have a livery on the sim car very soon to represent them there as well. Yeah. Excellent,
mate. Well, congratulations. Good to see you're translating real life into the simulated racing world. We don't call this a game, so we call it a simulation, because a lot of people just use it for real world racing as well. So it's become a new form of professionalism and training for a lot of people out there. Well done, mate. I'm glad to hear you having the ball. Good luck. Hopefully we'll see you up the podium end a bit more. We've got 2 more rounds to go, so congratulations, Lachlan, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Alrighty. We've got the Pro-Am winner, Matt Tesario. He is coming in from the left, and I'm dragging him down. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Tesario from Velocity Racing Team is the Pro-Am champion tonight, and had an absolute cracker with pace. Stayed out of trouble for a majority of it, and by the sounds of it, a bit of a blast. How was that for you, mate?
Yeah, it was good fun. After a disappointing spin in race 1, to sort of get back through and just to run sort of near the front for a little while and just, swap back and forward with some of the pro guys was really good fun. I really enjoyed that tonight.
How did they treat you, mate? Did they give you the respect you deserved being at the pointy end?
You just know once they stick their nose in that they're not going to pull out, they're going in. So you just got to, sort of respect the rules of racing, and all right, you don't try and shut the door on them because they are faster. And they played back the same way, so it was good.
Yeah, there's not much point closing the door on them, because they'll just get you at the next corner, eh? And it just slows down your own lap time at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it was like you did notice. You just had to be in the right position for that back straight, and you just get taken along for the ride. So it was, it was good fun those last few laps, especially of that last race. I really enjoyed myself tonight.
Excellent, mate. Sounds good.
Yeah.
2 more rounds to go. How's the plans for the rest of the season? A bit of practice in, or you just having fun and happy where you finish?
Callum Rossinet has been a really big help this season. We jump in on Sunday nights together and just run through race scenarios and do a few things, and it seems to be helping us get a little bit more consistent. So we'll do that Sunday night, and sort of that's our preparation.
Unfortunately for Callum tonight, he had some spectacular pace, but
Yeah, he did.
It was just that one mistake. It just cost him each time. So it was just down to minor errors, but his pace was amazing tonight. He really stepped it up to where I believe he should be all season long. So hopefully it continues for him and he can take that into season 4 because it's good to see him at the pointy end.
Yeah, he'll be there for sure next season.
Yeah,
we got plans to
dominate
keep moving forward and to really get on top of some consistency and some good results.
Excellent,
good
mate.
Fun.
Well, who gets Matt out on track and Velocity Racing Team?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll have a look at the car. You got Serco, Kubo tyres. Who else is there?
I feel really bad because I'm not really familiar with the sponsors on the car. Jax and the other guys in the crew sort of do our paints and everything and say, oh yeah, we've got. So we look up their websites and things, but we don't know much more about them, unfortunately. I know that there's one of them's got some motorsport.
What's that?
I think that might be actually a company he works with, like with his family.
Yeah, cool.
But I always look through and go, oh, these are pretty cool. I hope they're real,
I'm sure they are, mate. I'm sure they are.
So some of the other boys that I've asked them and they go, I'm not really sure. But I feel bad. I need to do some more research.
You'll be right, mate. Well, keep practicing and you might be getting up in the booth again before the season's out, and we'll see you at the pointy end, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, mate. Good to see you up here.
Thank you very much.
Last thing, surname, correct pronunciation.
Tesseriro.
So I am getting it right. Good.
Yeah, you got it
Good.
right.
Sometimes I will balls it up when I'm speaking really fast, but I've got it. That's good. All right, mate. Take care. Good luck for the rest of the season. Good to have you up here, buddy.
Great. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Catch up.
All right, I'm glad I got that name wrong because I've got a habit of calling him out wrong, especially when the racing starts heating up. I've called Mr. Thu, Mr. Pooh a few times, unfortunately. But that's life when you're calling them really fast and throwing them out there. Who we got next? We've got Dougie, don't we? We've got the guns out Gowans, who's come third across the line. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend himself, the man from Northern Queensland, got his guns out, former Navy officer, guns out, Grandpa Gowans. Welcome to the room. How are you, buddy?
Well, I'm from South Queensland and I was never a naval officer.
tell
I
him I'm
was a naval
wrong.
seaman.
I've been called a seaman before too, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, look, a bit of a topsy-turvy night, unfortunately, I made a mistake in qualifying there. My overlay said that Brandon had a off-track during that lap of his. It wasn't. It lied to me. So, rightfully so, I got a pit lane start. But, hey, I come back through the field quite nicely there. So that was fun.
You did, mate. You did. Both races you did really well coming through. That one all the way to the pointy, and you made up 7 places. You were on a mission tonight because you knew that you needed your points, didn't you?
It was a case of survival. The first race, just come back and get as many points as you can. Try to minimise what Marcus gained on me. And then obviously I won the second race. Marcus came third, so I pulled a few positions back. I think tonight, after tonight, is all added up. I'm probably about 20 points behind, so it's still all to play for. It's still 2 rounds left. A lot of points at play.
Even with the drop rounds included, Darren Fahey was missing tonight.
Unfortunately, Darren won't make the last race either.
Oh no!
That's
a shame.
Which is a shame. It is.
Yeah.
It is. But it just goes to show, though. If I didn't make that mistake last week at Red Bull Ring, crossing the line with 0.1 left on the slowdown, which dropped me back down to 19th, I'd still be leading the championship.
I know. That is crazy. It's very close, mate. And it's like I think tonight we the splits from the 1 second mark, which we've been looking at all the way through the season, tonight has been the smallest number. We were just in the top 10. The last few rounds, we can get it down to about the top 15. But I think tonight was just a little bit more tricky, not as easy as it looks this track.
No, Moss is very hard to approach and exit. So if you don't get that right, you just gotta bleed lap time, and also the yeses. Final 2 turns. If you don't get them right, that's it. You've lost a lot of time. So it's very important. It looks like a track where you're flat out all the time. It looks quite easy, but I've got to say it's not.
No, it's not. You've got to keep that car balanced, hit those brakes every now and again just to get the nose down. We saw a lot of people coming off on the downhill left-hander, and a lot of that was just really balance of the car and the way they entered into there. It was unfortunate, but it was like the racing tonight was pretty good. I think most of the situations that we had for the safety car was just people really losing traction more than anything.
Look, the safety cars were quite frustrating for me because I just wanted to get past cars and that final one, I'm chopping at the bit to get going again, and then I was stuck behind Cal and I think Maddie, who else was there, Alex, and they were just too wide through corners, and I was stuck and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't attack. All I could do was just sit back.
On camera, mate.
Dougie, what are you talking about, mate? I did a broadcast of a race with 24 safety cars in an oval race. That's frustrating, my friend.
I didn't think they had safety cars for smash up derbies. 24, oh my
24,
God.
Mate. Yeah. Took over 2 hours to get the race done, but go ahead.
Unbelievable. Look, safety cars are a part of the racing here at SRW, and it's good because it's real world conditions. But I mean, when you're in the driver's seat, you just want to get going, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But you know what? It was also good to see that the tactics of the drivers leading him out on the safety car were pretty good tonight. It wasn't just the same old thing leading to control line. That last one, Marcus Watson took off before the chicane, before the final S's, and it tore apart. Him and Watson just blew away from Rosenator. Rosenator unfortunately came off, but he was having a cracker tonight too, mate.
Yep.
Australian Open World Nationals looking spectacular. I've seen the other drivers in the other series as well, but it looks like a lot of our drivers are hitting some really good form at the moment. We've got Rosenator coming up the pointy end as well. Tzidikis is having a good run. Greg Barber broke the record tonight of the lap.
He cheated. He cheated. What he did, he cut a corner and then he got the draft off another car. That's just cheating. I'm not going to give him any credit for fastest lap. That's a very good lap time by Greg. And Greg's always been very, very handy in any car he's ever driven. When I've raced against him before, especially in the GT3s. And I was a little bit surprised when he first jumped into the SFL. And he said to me, I used to race the open wheelers, and he showed that from the get-go. So Greg has some excellent pace in this car.
He does, and some good craftsmanship as well. Unfortunately for him, he also got involved in a few incidents tonight, which has been his deathbed at the moment. But listen, mate, I've been told I take too long, and I know I love a chinwag, and I know I love to get the viewers to speak to you people as well, because it makes it a bit more personal. But I know you're still racing for your own team, Full Throttle Racing, and you managed to get yourself some sponsors out there. No diesel suppliers, no lawnmower equipment, no skills tools or anything like that.
No sponsors. I just deal with myself, mate. That's trouble enough sometimes.
All right, we're working on that, mate. I will not let that button go. You know that.
But I'd like to give a special shout out to Phil Vella. He came in and spotted Forbidden Night, and it was absolutely fantastic. Massive help. So yeah, big thanks to him and to his wife for letting him do so.
Well, I'm going to reach out to Phil, see if he can join us in the box for the last race.
That'd be awesome.
Good to get a pro at a different level out there. I did my study this week to make sure I knew a little bit more than what Sinka knows. Because I get my critiques on a Thursday night and Friday night from certain people, and I like to improve. All right, mate, get the hell out of here.
We'll just keep that one hush-hush.
Yeah, we will keep that hush-hush.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks to the sponsors of SRW. Thanks to Broadcast. Thanks to RC. And I'll see you tomorrow night with the 86ers.
Oh, yes, we will. And I'll see you on track on Sunday nights.
Absolutely. See you, fellas. Bye-bye.
Take care, mate. See ya. All right, we've got 2 more to go, and we're trying to make it quick because Mr. Biggles is going to smack my wrist. We've got Mr. Marcus Watson in the room. Mr. Marcus Watson, how you doing, mate? In second place for the feature rate, 0.13, but in the main race, it was a little bit different again. There was a little bit of a gap difference. How are you, mate? How is it out there?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It was a fun race. It was a stressful race coming through all those invert 15, invert 10, but overall very happy to come home with P2. It was very, very close there at the end, and obviously would have liked the win, but can't go wrong with the silver.
Yeah, look, it looked like a few times out there you were thinking about making the move, and then you're like, oh man, the draft down this next bit's going to kill me, and let it go. And I thought you were going to try to save it for the last lap or two, but you nearly did, but it wasn't quite enough, was it?
Yeah, that was exactly right. I mean, my whole plan and I think it was the same in the first race. I was just leaving it to the last lap because the draft down the back was so strong. If you were, which a lot of the front guys were, fast enough to stay with you through the I guess the main part of the track, if you will, and then as soon as you get to the back straight, it's just swap back every single lap. So I tried to do that in the first race, and then fortunate enough for me, the person in first spun, and I got the win. And I tried to do it the same with Ryan in that race, but he was just a bit too fast. And I think that lap car also going down the back helped him a wee bit. But my plan was to leave it to the last lap, and unfortunately that didn't work.
Yeah, it's a shame, mate. But you know what? It was an epic battle out there. It looks like you're starting to get used to the drivers around you in this series as well. You're starting to know them a bit better and what they're going to do and what they're not going to do compared to the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's 100% right. And I mean, just doing more racing each time, and there's a few new faces. Like throughout the races as well, like Ryan, he's a new face, and I was just talking to him before, and saying it's hard because I haven't raced him before. I try and do some things that would work on some not so fast people on him, and he doesn't react to it. So it's just learning things like that, not wasting my time, not wasting my tires, and just like you said, understanding the people around me, understanding the kinds of passes I can go for, and overall it is helping with my racecraft every race. Understanding just who I need to be careful around and who I can just send a move on, and they'll be nice and just get out of the way. So, but everyone that I've raced throughout the last season and a half, almost 2 seasons now, it's been amazing racing.
It's been fun to watch you progress as well, mate. To give us a bit of a snapshot, second in the Nationals at the moment, hoping to get across to India for the finals of which series is it?
Yeah, so I qualified second in the world for the Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship in Sri Lanka. So hoping to get over there in a few weeks and represent New Zealand on the world stage.
So what car are we driving?
It will be the F4 at Okayama and Navara.
Look, mate. Well, good luck with that. Me and you will be chatting before that anyway. But congratulations, mate. Who supports Mr. Watson out on track and helps you have fun, mate?
I just want to thank all my friends and family that support me throughout all my racing. Thank SRW Motorsports for all their help, PCD Racing, and obviously you guys for the amazing broadcast and all the drivers for the good racing.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations. Keep it shining, mate. 2 more rounds to go, and there's still a lot to play for, and it's still anyone's championship at the moment. So good luck, and we'll see you up here again shortly.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Take care, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the moment who has taken out the MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights Round 7 at Canadian Motorsport Park. Had a cracking night tonight and did that last heat by 0.13 in front of Marcus Watson. Mr. Ryan Cox, welcome to the room, mate. You have become a regular here since you've come out and raced in the Super Formula Lights. How was tonight for you, mate?
Hello again, fellas. It's nice to be back.
Well, you are to me, mate.
No, it was awesome. I got to work on the quality pace. It's becoming a problem now that I'm not able to get up with the top guys, and they're just rapid. But the race pace has been good enough to continue to be fighting up there. And Got a little unlucky in race 1, having guy behind go side by side with me, and we lost the lead too. So it was just fighting for third until a barber spun. And then race 2, taken out on lap 1, and I hit the wall so hard that I thought I was done. So I called in to tow, and then once everyone was gone, I tapped the throttle and actually moved. I was like, oh, hang on, I might actually be able to get back. And then somehow I managed to get back in time to not get lapped, stay on the lead lap, and then staying out of trouble and making up places. Got back to P10 at the last corner, which meant that I had pole for the last race, which is huge, and probably the reason that I won that. So. It was a lesson in not throwing in the towel. And I was very glad that I managed to do that. So
this is the key. A lot of guys throw the towel in and realise, and it's like you just don't know what happens in these races. I mean, how many safety cars here, and then it bunches up the field, and you can get a good start, and you can get amongst it again. So it's a cracking bit of racing out there. A little bit unlucky at times, mate, but I tell you what, it's good to see you settling in and showing some cracking pace. I can't wait to see what happens when you get your qualifying under wraps.
Yeah, it's something that needs some work, but the pace felt good in the lead up, and then obviously with us using the real life weather, the conditions are always changing, and I got into practice here, and all of a sudden this track felt a lot trickier to drive. So I struggled getting up to pace again, and obviously wasn't able to get as quick as some of the other guys. Those laps are just stupid quick. But once I guess we got into the races and I kept following other people around, seeing what they were doing, and got up to speed again, the pace was good enough come the last race to hold off Marcus. That was a nice little battle at the end there, and he said he was gutted. Understandably, I would be as well. That was pretty 50-50.
You did all the right things in the end. You didn't open up places for him. You kept it central where you could. You didn't. You weren't focusing too much from our perspective on what was going there. You just kept a nice, safe line and kept it still, and it made it really hard for him. You could see. I think his mistake was that in about 3 or 4 laps to go, he decided to wait till the end. That was his mistake. He should have kept the pressure on and tried to pass you before the end. Because he ran out of time in the end.
Yeah, from race 1 and how much I struggled to overtake Noble, I knew that just holding the inside line makes it actually, you got a really good chance of defending, even with how big the slipstream is. And I was pretty happy, honestly, with what happened to me just coming second. So I really just wanted to keep swapping with him and keep pulling away from the cars behind. But when he started just sitting behind me, and I knew he was going to wait till the last lap, I was like, oh well, only 1 lap to defend isn't too bad, so I'll give it a go. And I had that lapped car in front that I don't think I really got a tow from him, but if I did, I mean, anything helps there in just trying to get as little overlap as possible. And then my plan was just hanging around the outside of the second last corner and dive for the apex and just park on it so he couldn't switch back me. And we were talking about that in the green room while we were waiting, and he goes, I'm not used to racing people who have a brain, so I didn't think you'd do that, and I thought the switchback would be fine. Really, really glad that worked out, obviously. But awesome to race people like that, and we're just lucky we didn't crash as well. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Well, you both drove very safe and gave each other space when you needed to, which is important. Some drivers forget how fragile these cars are, and you just need to give that, half a car width at least to each other sometimes. And avoid it. So, but mate, cracking effort out there. Good to see you out there. The title is still alive. The points are still up for grab. 2 more rounds to go. So congratulations on a stellar round 7, mate. Who gets Mr. Ryan Cox out on track and Sideways Esport?
Once again, 5th week in a row, and he's getting a shout out. Lucky freak. Hayden Cuffett from Sideways Esports, the man. He's been loving me being a part of this and watching these races, and obviously the production that you guys put together is fantastic, so he loves tuning in and giving that a watch as well. So
excellent, mate.
Much appreciated, fellas.
It was the missus beside you tonight?
Yes, once again, sitting up on the bed next to me.
Is become the official pit crew? Have you got us some headphones yet and a mic?
No, I haven't. That has to happen. I'll work on it.
Yeah. Or if she's watching the race, she can give you different nuances to someone who's being in the pit crew on the inside. She can see from the outside what's going on as well. So you never know, mate. Could be very handy. And the more she participates, the more she's going to let you race.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
All right, mate. Congratulations. Cracking job out there tonight again. Hopefully the season keeps going for you. Tough fight till the end. 2 rounds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Cox from Sideways Esport is tonight the feature race winner of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Good luck, Mr. Cox, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Take care, brother. Well, Biggles, another cracking night at the track. MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights at the Canadian Motorsports Park. Round 7 was an absolute pearl. A few more safety cars than we expected in the last one, but still a fantastic achievement from drivers up the top and the back of the field.
Yeah,
as you can see, the top 20 there at the moment.
Just yeah, just to pull up currently at the moment our as we transition into it, no doubt, the schedule, my friend.
Oh, you read my mind. There you go. I was literally gonna pull it out from Discord there, mate. You're an absolute legend. So tonight, 3rd of the 9th, we were at Motorsport Park for a super sprint. We are at Aragon Motorcycle Sprint for a 2040, the day before my birthday. And then we are finishing for an absolute massive highlights package. Round 9 at Spa for a 1-hour enduro, the 17th of September. And that will lead us in to the following week, the 24th of September, for the Australian Open Wheel Nationals, where we have a lot of boys fighting for those final positions. And it is going to be no slouch fest because it's going to be a tough one to compete in. And I'll tell you what, I'll be getting these boys all rounded up for a bit of practice sessions before that series comes to light. But, mate, absolute cracker. Thank you very much to Grim Industries for supporting us for a long, long time. And please get out there and give them a shout out. Check out their Facebook page. They just moved premises. They do some amazing stuff, not just V8 coffee tables, but he's been doing, Ferrari engines. He's been doing everything from your, what are they called? Aston Martins, all sorts of stuff. So get in there and get around them. Warren Brown Tools for your torque wrenches and any other tools that you need. Check out their online store and also reach out to them at a lot of your parts supply places as well. They sell the equipment too. MOZA Racing for being the spectacular naming rights sponsor for the Super Formula Light Championship. It's been an absolute pleasure to have them on board. Hopefully they continue for the season 2026, but who knows? They're spending a lot of money in America at the moment. Knowing my luck, it'll all get funneled over that way. Shun Sceneries, owned by Greg Barber, who do 3D graphics for your flight simulator groups, designing everything from airports and structures and all that sort of stuff. Phoenix Driver Development for any driver training in the team or individuals. Get a hold of these boys. They do a fantastic job, and they also do setups for the Gen 3 and Gen 2 V8 supercars. So thank you to all them. Night Shift Collection as well. If you do want to be part of our broadcast team as a sponsor, a streaming sponsor or anything like that, please get a hold of me. We have got Sunday nights that will be coming up next season for the GT3 series. Come and join us for a GTV race on Sunday night. If you are a SRW member, it is free. And tomorrow night, come and join me with Kobe and Mr. Watson doing the GR86 Super Sprint. Same time, 8 p.m. Please come and join us. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can get it all going. When will Season 4 start? Season 4 will start in about 2-3 weeks after the end of our round 19. So it'll be the beginning of October. But they'll be out on Facebook. It'll be out in our Discord as well. And we will be releasing that most likely next week. So everyone will be able to register and get their subscriptions in and registrations into our Discord ready for Season 4 of the SRW calendar. Thank you very much, everyone out there. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Let's get our YouTube channel humming and up there and get these boys that are on track every week in all our series, 30-plus cars. They deserve the audience. They deserve to be seen. Their driving has been amazing. Thank you, Biggles, in the background, mate. And thank you to all the viewers. See you all tomorrow night.